Here we go. Just get those wonderful toys.
Are you playing in the bathtub with your little doll?
Action figure!
Come on, you can do it. Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel mother.
And here we go, and welcome back to another Collectible Past. As always, the Avengers have assembled for this one. Retro City is the title of this one. Obviously, that means I'm going to be showing off some retro stuff. Guys out there that are watching, those of you who are watching in silence, or those of you who are watching on the side, and for everybody in the chat, guys, remember to go ahead and share the links out there. Let everybody know we're going. I know we're on Vinnie's channel. Slasher, did you pop it on your channel today?
Oh, no, I keep forgetting to do that.
Okay. Trina?
No, it's not on mine either.
You know, you guys, anytime you want when I share the links, you guys can absolutely stream it to your channels as well.
Much appreciated.
But everybody joining us in the chat, always DTF, DJ Play Nice. Hey, man, what's going on? Welcome, and let's hand it off to the panelists. Vinnie, of course, what's going on?
Hey, everybody. It's great being here. We got plenty of cool plastic to show off tonight. There's a piece I got where I can't find it in stores at all. Found it on a GameStop website. So I'm excited to show that one. Next week, I got some really cool stuff that's kind of attached to that. But that's courtesy of Tommy. But yeah, a big shout out to everyone out there in the chat, everyone who's watching on the replay, and of course to Trina and Slasher.
So Trina, anything you want to say besides just hello?
I was just saying hi to Vinnie, but yeah, hello to everybody. Yeah, it's great to be here. Looking forward to the stream.
Sweet,
awesome, and of course Slasher.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, buddy.
My man always keeps it simple, always keeps it direct and right to the point. What's going on? Watch it. And watch it now. I hope you enjoy. But guys, thank you for being here. As I always say, you can spend your time anywhere that you want, but you choose to spend it here with us. God help us all. What's going on, Bone? Good to see you. Always DTF. I've been too busy to put stuff together, but Vinnie, I messaged you a picture to show the scale of the next thing I'm putting together. Awesome.
Oh, sweet.
Awesome. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off today's show with an unboxing, and then I'm going to head right into Indy's toy history lesson after that. But yeah, I don't remember if I played this one next week, but I don't think I did. I think I'd had it prepared and forgot to put it up. But here we go with our opening salvo with an unboxing. Hanging out with Barnes. What's up, Barnes? All the G.I. Joe and BattleBot Pig as we're getting ready for an unboxing. Right, Barnes? Oh, let's do this thing.
Show you with the box. Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Vinnie had sent us Hot Wheels monster trucks, and this one has the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile in it. What do you think of that, Barnes? I remember seeing this one a while ago. I seen the Oscar Mayer hot dog monster truck individually packaged. I didn't see this double package. Wasn't in any of my stores, but thank you, Vinnie, for sending us one. And Barnes, thanks you as well.
That monster truck, the Wiener monster truck, is awesome.
It is. I was so pissed when I saw it singly and I didn't pick it up. And I think Adam was looking for it. He eventually found one, I think. And then I know Tommy was looking for it. So yeah, I found it at a Hobby Lobby as a 2-pack. I'm like, oh yeah, Tommy's gonna love this.
That's freaking awesome, man. I love those things. You know, funny thing, I still have my old school. And this is probably from late 70s, early 80s, Oscar Mayer whistle.
Oh, nice.
They had the little tiny whistles that were like a keychain, but it was in the shape of the hot dog.
And you were blowing on the hot dog?
No. But I had the damn whistle. I had the whistle. Look, don't make me start with the True Romance stuff already.
Well, I mean, that's like when I sent you a photo of the truck. I purposely cut out the other one so you didn't know. So that's why when you got it, like, yeah, I wanted to surprise them with a 2-pack.
No, it was
cool,
awesome.
Man. Yeah, glad you enjoyed it.
No, I appreciate it too.
Yeah,
what's up?
DJ Play Nice, Soul Assassin.
Yeah, Soul Assassin, Cotton Ministries. What's going on, guys? But yeah, that's the opening salvo, and now we're going to get into one of my favorite segments that I've been doing on the show. So I got 2 segments. I love digging into the old school stuff, and the first one is Indy. So put your hats on, get your whips out. As Indy, the archaeological pig, is going to be bringing you something that we've mentioned many times on this toy stream. Here we go.
Welcome, one and all. I am your Professor, Indy, of the Guinea Pig Collective. And now, we are going to get into some toy history. Sectors. Now, the Sector action figures were initially released by Coleco in 1985. Now, even though there is a stamp mark on these that say 1984, that is not the year that they were released. And they were released under the title Sectors, Warriors of Symbiote. The Sector action figures themselves often came packaged with a rideable insect pen. These figures were highly detailed, and the accessories that came with them were also incredibly detailed, as well as some of the rideable insects having fall fur to add to their details. Now, in comparison, these figures were extremely large as compared to a lot of the other toys which were on the shelves at the time, including He-Man, G.I. Joe, and so many other franchises that all came out at the same time. One of the biggest drawbacks to this series was the fact that not only were they incredibly large and took up a lot of shelf space in the toy stores, but they were also basically twice the price of even a He-Man and the Master of the Universe figure, and 2.5 times that of a G.I. Joe figure. And I believe it was mostly this extraordinary price as compared to the other toys that were extremely popular at the time that led to the downfall and the subsequent canceling of the Sectors before Wave 2 was even released. The overall design and concept behind these figures, while extremely well done, was just not enough to save it from the exorbitant cost as compared to all the other toys that were already on the shelves. Perhaps if this line had come out in a different year, it may have found some more success and may have had a little bit more staying power, but that is something we will just never know. It is also to be noted that much like all the other franchises from the 80s, they had not only the comic book, but they also had a cartoon, as well as other tie-in merchandise, such as a power cycle.
Why do I remember this lasting longer than one line? Is it because they just like stayed on the shelves for so long? Maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly why. And it's like, we see the big clearance bins, like especially
Uh-huh.
at the end of the run for Toys R Us, where they had the big
Yeah.
bins with
Yeah,
clearance
that's
stuff.
how I ended up getting
That's
Brave Star. That's how I got Brave Star and the Tex Hex horse.
Mm-hmm.
99.
you don't remember the cartoon? Yeah, the cartoon was short lived too. I'm sorry, Slash. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying 99 cents. So yeah, it was like the Brave Star was already done by the point I got the figure. But I swear, I thought this thing had went on for at least like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I kind of thought that too. I thought it was longer than what it ran for.
What year did they come out?
Oh
85.
Jesus, what was
84,
80s?
85?
Yeah, I think
was
I think it was 85. I think.
Yeah.
Damn it! And I just said all that too, and then it's like, yeah,
They had pre-made them and then stamped for 84, but yeah, I think you're on 85.
yeah.
I don't remember them at all. I don't think I've ever heard of them.
Well, the cool thing about these, and in the video, having Indy explain it, the bodies on almost every one of the bugs that came with these figures, they were like hand puppets.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but here's the cool
it
thing.
says 1985.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the hand puppets themselves were, kind of cool. You could do whatever you want with the hand puppets, but on the plastic ends on the back end, they also has a motorized switch. So the wings and everything that these bugs had, you'd hit the switch and the wings would just flap and move about with the motorized action.
I had a couple of them.
I don't know if I think if anything I had at least one of these figures, but my friends had I remember seeing the giant ant. It was like an ant with like hornet wings or whatever the fuck, but they were cool. I thought these were cool.
I thought they were interesting. I thought the overall design wasn't something typically you've seen from a lot of other toy companies. And yeah, I mean, DJ Play Nice, He-Man. Well, He-Man didn't really kill this thing. It actually killed itself. I mean, it tried to get into an already overpacked market because He-Man was already there.
Oh yeah,
and there was the other one too, Black Star too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had Black Star. Wasn't that long after, you had Brave Star. You also had
Dragons figures.
Yeah. The other one that I was just talking about last week, Visionaries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Visionaries, Supernaturals, all that shit.
Yeah, all those things all start coming around the same time. I mean, you look at Silverhawks; they failed miserably. I mean, I know a lot of people have very fond memories of Silverhawks, but they were a failed franchise. They didn't even make it 2 years, I think it was.
It was still more successful than Tiger Sharks because nobody remembers Tiger Sharks. People still remember Silverhawks.
Yeah, Silverhawks was fun, man. That cartoon, the opening again, same people did Thundercats, and that opening was sick.
Soul Assassin? No, I don't want to rephrase that because you can do whatever you want with it. It's not my business. What's going on, Draven, and what's going on, Shifty Giz, and what's going on?
What's up, guys?
Sensorians. And
Hey, guys.
Humanoids.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, and humanoids. Oh man, the monsters they had, the big monsters. They had that green one, Tendril. That one was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't stand when the Silverhawk. Yeah, when the paint started, like the.
Oh
nice
yeah.
shine came off,
so
the
we got off,
chrome
his
stuff.
arms would
Ah.
get discolored and shit too, right?
Yeah. Oh, it would break the heart to see that. By the way, yeah, this is the
Hold
what
on.
DTF was doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
I
was
was just
gonna
showing.
say I
Yeah,
thought
you
you were
just-
getting ready to get into shorts.
No. Yeah, he had sent me the photo. So yeah, I didn't realize how many pieces like that kid is that this piece he's putting together. That's crazy, man. Good luck with that. Yeah, looking forward to seeing when you do get some of it done.
Yeah, some of those models are really intricate. I've seen some of the early ones, like my dad had with the one that was like early Power Rangers before they were Power Rangers. A lot of pieces that were in that freaking kit, and that was the early ones that didn't have a lot of articulation to them. So,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember shopping those shelves. They flopped early and easily. A lot of them did. And what's going on, Stieg? Trina left me a voice message. It made me take a scolding shower while I cried in a fetal position. Weird atmosphere now. SWAT cats. Yeah, I do vaguely recall that one. In and Out too.
Yeah,
Another one
I
that didn't
vaguely
last very
remember
long.
that too.
Gun models are fun. Yeah. But right before I'm going to hand it off to Vinnie, of course, as always, when we get one of these history toy lessons, or whether we wind up getting toys from the past, always have a commercial break before we hand it off. So, Vinnie, get ready, because here's our commercial break.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
A civilization dies, and the sectors are born. Each sector comes with his own telebonded insectoid. Now the ultimate battle for survival is in your hands. You control the heroic Pincer and his attack crawler as he battles evil Skulk and his insectoid. Each warrior and his insectoid tuned to each other's thoughts and feelings. Collect the fierce armies of Dargon and Spydrax with their attack insectoids and fierce legions of warriors. Sectors by Coleco. A civilization dies, but its secrets are preserved in a mysterious place called the Hive. Now, good and evil sectors battle for those secrets. You control the Monster Noir, the giant destructor ball, the booby-trapped bridge, the secret laboratory, all the defenses left by the ancients in the mysterious Hive. Sectors by Coleco.
Now, back to our program.
Damn, I didn't know they had a castle. That castle looks awesome.
Yeah,
That thing is huge.
Jesus.
I never
wonder
knew
how
they
that
had
costs.
I knew Black Star had a castle. I didn't know they had one for this.
Man, I think the only people who got that is if their parents dealt in the street pharmaceutical.
Or thought
The same ones that had the G.I. Joe freaking flag.
Right? They said one person that had that.
I didn't know anyone who had the flag, but I knew this kid who had the Defiant, the fucking space shuttle, and the whole fucking.
Oh yeah, that thing was pretty huge too.
Yep.
Hey, Lady T is in the house. What's going on, Lady Toriel?
What's up?
Hello.
I got Herculoids. Yeah, the Herculoids.
Yeah, I do remember that.
They made toys of them. I remember the cartoon.
Yeah, look those
They
up.
did have some toys
Back in
I'd
the
seen
day.
them once. I don't know if they were back in the day. I did see toys from them though.
Well, I don't think I showed this last time, or maybe it did. No, I didn't show this one last time. Yeah.
Did you see this though?
What's that?
Stig is getting 6 inches of Darth Vader. Oh, I'm sorry, new 6-inch Darth Vader. Sorry.
I was gonna say just 6 inches. Well, I got something Batman related here, and I think Slash is gonna laugh his ass off because here's a. I think now McFarlane probably surpassed Kenner with all the variants. Look at this.
You got pizza flipping Batman? Oh yeah, I saw this yesterday. I was watching your shorts on this.
Oh, okay. Dude, this is retarded. Like
there was a Kenner one where they did this pattern. There was
you
one.
Go. So there's Maxi Zeus.
That's all he's doing now is ripping off the Kenner line.
Yeah. So this, I guess his Christmas wig because there's Christmas Joker.
Maxi Zeus is the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah. Which for those who didn't know, Maxi Zeus is a crazy person who's really rich, and he thought that he became Zeus of Mount Olympus. Like
this Wolverine statue. I love the way they did the reflection of the Hulk's face on the claws. That looks fucking awesome.
The black looks like shit though on him. It looks like a kid just walked over with a Sharpie.
What I didn't like was around there's a little bit of discoloration with the claws. Like it looks like some of the silver is going on to where it shouldn't be silver.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I will say,
you see between the two things where his last two claws come out.
Yeah.
You see that little silver spot there, in between them.
Yeah, I see it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's inaccurate for sure. Because it's just a whole separate piece that they just plugged in. Yeah, that sucks. But the reflection, I like that they did recreate that properly. And like the pose is good, the muscles are pretty nice on it, but again, then they kind of ruin it by putting this black shit all over it instead of just doing like a proper wash or, paint it the proper way. The cell shaded thing does not work in a lot of cases. But yeah, he's one of the bigger ones. He's not like that. What is it, 5 or 6 inch one?
He's bigger than the X-Men 1 cover Wolverine, the Jim Lee one.
Yeah, this one's maybe 10 inches to 12 inches in that range. So it's like the Spider, like that bigger Spider-Man from like 300 and 301. But yeah, so those were interesting. And then I found this one over at GameStop. So apparently this is the Platinum Edition.
Oh, is that supposed to be the statue from the movie? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. False God. Okay, I see it now.
Which I was looking at him like the likeness is really good on him, but I know it's because they use the same mold from that 2-pack that's going to come out with the Cave Troll. I mean Doomsday. But because I want the red and blue Superman, but I ain't getting that stupid 2-pack. But I'm like, oh, they could single card him basically and do like this variant, which again, it's the Platinum Edition. So I'm like, I was going to put it down. And then I looked it up. This guy's going for like between 90 and 125 bucks. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to get this and flip it.
Are you?
No, I'm going to take it to the comic book store.
90 and 100? Between 90 and 100? That's fucking insane.
Yeah, no, I'm between 90 and 125.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I'm like, okay. Well,
there's another one leading right into what you're saying. So, Soul Assassin, did you all see the McFarlane selling the Joaquin Phoenix Joker on the talk show set? All 200.
I think it's 250. I think it's not 2. I think it's 250, which makes no sense for a little bit of a stage and a really, really bad figure of an alleged diddler. Like, no, they can keep their De Niro figure. I don't know. That was that's tough.
See, Vinnie. You see what Soul Assassin says? He has the Kenner version of that Batman.
Wow, that's nuts. But yeah, and this one was cool too. I mean, I only filmed it. I did not get this one. It's like $55.
He's cool, but he'd look cooler if he had the full ninja hood.
Yeah, I believe this was from the last game, so they kind of redesigned it a little bit. You have Mortal Kombat 1, like that. I guess they're going back to whatever the hell, alternate universe, whatever it is. But this piece is, I mean, it looked damn good in person. And I love that swap out arm.
These are McFarlane's too, right? The Mortal Kombat ones?
Yeah, he still has the license for them. So yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, but this thing, if I could get some good money for it, I'll maybe wait a little while because I know they just came out. But like, again, though, it looked like the face is there. They have it. It's why are you only releasing him in a 2-pack with the Cave Troll? Man, Todd's he's something else.
And was he supposed to be a statue? Why does he have joints?
You get him in that pose. Again, they have the mold. But did you notice that he did have the cloth cape that's wired? So it's like, okay, so you're stepping it up, but that's what you're doing. That's the variant we get. I don't know.
Was it a statue or was it a suit?
A figure.
On a thing.
Well, in the movie, it was a big statue, and the guy who's in the wheelchair, he climbs it and he spray paints false god on his chest.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was on the back of the box.
See, that's how memorable those movies were.
Yeah, because again, it's Snyder.
Well, I hated the Snyder movies.
Yeah. He was a great Superman, but he didn't get a chance to do what he needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a statue. I bet he can't even get into that pose. Because that's McFarlane for you. But yeah, that was it. That doesn't ring a bell for you, Trina?
Yeah, I remember that now.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's again interesting. I wasn't expecting to see a variant like that. Like I said, I was going to put it down until I saw how much it was.
Wait a minute. We all know these companies, especially McFarlane, as of late. You did not expect a variant that made absolutely zero sense. Let me tell you about the Batgirl who laughs. The Batgirl who laughs. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
If you ever find Disco Batman, please let me know.
Disco Batman.
He
He'll
better
probably be in
have a
stores
big
already.
giant fro. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
it's not gonna come out until I do my pitch to McFarlane Studios.
Yeah. I'm gonna write Todd. I'm gonna tell him, make sure you have the roller skates underneath his feet.
What's up, Scrambles?
What's up, Scrambles?
Shifty said he found a Raven spawn figure off of Target for $7.49. Yeah,
Nice.
You know what?
Yeah.
You can get some good deals at Target. You just either have the app, be part of their circle thing or whatever the hell it is, so you get notified, or you just get lucky and find them. But I've seen some really good deals in Target.
It's a really nice figure too. If the Raven one you're talking about, I remember I was there around the time that the original one came out. I was still working for him, but yeah, they did like they're taking the older figures and they're putting better joints in them. But I know he came out a while ago. He came out I think 3 years ago or something. So, but I got mine in Target as well. That same one for around $12, and it was fairly new when it came out. So I don't know why that specific figure they keep doing it, but yeah, for $6 or $7, yeah, jump on that. Yeah, that's killer.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a few stores out there to do some really good pricing like that. I mean, like I'm always talking about Ollie's, and Ollie's, yeah, man, they just got like a whole bunch of shit in. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay long. Like it's certain items, they don't stay long unless they're Star Wars related, and they usually sit there forever.
Oh yeah. Sure. Well, I got a piece that I didn't think I was gonna get, but I'm not getting the whole wave. I only wanted to get the one character. So I tried the Jax figures, the Homer Simpson out of that line, and gotta say, I mean, he's kind of fun. Like they did a pretty neat job. I think it could have been better, but just like articulation wise, because they wanted to step it up from, I guess, Playmates when they originally.
Who does this? Jax Pacific does this?
Yeah, Jax. Yeah. They did a pretty good job. Not gonna lie, but I think they could have stepped it up with the articulation. So, because that's the one thing about these, like they wanted to kind of be like, yeah, we have a better version from the ones that came out 20 years ago.
That Otto and that Groundskeeper Willie, I think I'd get those.
I saw Groundskeeper Willie once at Walmart. I was tempted, but they didn't have Homer. If Homer was there, I would have probably picked up both of them. But I found Homer like a week or two later by himself, and but I'm not diving in on them because I know if I get more than one, I'll probably want to get more.
You get more than one, then you're going to wind up getting into the smaller versions of them that wind up having all the play sets.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing those everywhere.
Then you're gonna end up shelling out $59.99 for Bumblebee Man.
Yeah, not doing that. No, not doing that. When I was younger, I had a decent amount of them, but yeah, I'm not getting the whole. I wasn't getting like the whole damn town. But I did have a couple of those play sets. They were kind of fun.
The old ones were Playmates, right? Those were Playmates.
Yeah. They had the thing where you peg them in.
To
like the play sets, and they have the buttons, so each one of them talk.
Well, they had a couple. They had a couple different versions too, because I have a few of the ones where they had the caption quotes that went over top of their head.
Yeah, they came with the word bubbles that you put on. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember that.
So. All right, this to me was a missed opportunity. If you're going to start putting joints in these things and you want to step it up, put a ball joint in the neck. Put a ball joint in his abdomen area. Go for it. I mean, because that's what makes it different than everything else. And you get more expressive kind of, movements out of the characters. I mean, for what they are, they're fairly accurate too, I'd say. Like, they did a damn good job. But, because you could see the elbows, they look kind of like robot joints. If the arm's bent, it's not as noticeable, and it looks really good on a shelf. But overall, like I said, the sculpt works there. I mean, these are obviously made on the computer, like they sculpt them on the computer.
The old Playmates one didn't have elbow bends, right? Weren't they? They were straight arm, right?
Yeah, I think the arms went up and down, but there was no ball joints.
Yeah, the arms went up and down, the heads turned, and the legs moved.
The knees and the elbows were just straight. You couldn't bend them,
right. And it depended on the figure because not all of them had articulation by the legs. Some of them were just little statues, kind of. But again, the arms did move on most of them or all of them. But this guy, he's got you know, shoulders decent with the hinge. He had the it turns by where the skin meets the shirt. He's got the elbow. And the wrist joint, I was actually pretty good. That it has,
and it like all the it comes with a bunch of individual donuts in the box too. That's pretty.
Well, only one you could take out.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which, I mean, again, for kids, like, yeah, you know, they're gonna lose them or have problems. Like his abdomen area, like there's a little bit of a wiggle. Like they could have easily put a ball joint in there and just like do the.
He can't turn. He can't turn out his weight.
He could turn. He could turn all the way around, but. Like that's perfect for a ball joint. Like just give him the extra movement. What is so hard about that? Like the legs, decent for what they are. He's been pretty damn good. And then he has a little bit of like a slight movement with the feet. But again, you could have also put the rocker in there. Like it's right there. Just make the peg a little longer. Boom, you have it.
He's got a little more articulation than one of the figures I did from NECA today.
Oh, shit. That I'm not surprised by.
I love this. Trina is already throwing some shade. I love it.
At NECA, I love it too. There's the box of donuts, which again, and it kind of like it clamps shut, so that's pretty good. And he has space where you could put the single donut with the bite mark. You could put it in there, so if you want to just store it, you could do that. So not bad. But yeah, all in all, I mean, it's pretty neat. But like again, some alternate hands or an alternate head would have been good with a crazy expression, you know. He does hold the donut great though; it clips in like perfectly. So that you're not losing that if he falls down or nothing. But again, for nostalgia's purposes, that's why I got it. I always loved the character, the voice actor. He always did a great job with Homer. So I'm like, yeah, what the hell? Let me do it.
Well,
and it was only like
I can absolutely say this is the beginning of the end for you, Vinny, because it's like, you know, just one now, and then you're going to see another one. Oh, like that one's pretty cool, and then you're going to get another one. Next thing you know, every time you walk into the store and you go into the aisle where they have Simpsons, you're going to be like, no, and you're going to just start picking things up. It's all over.
You're wrong. Tommy,
I'm gonna start picking up a few and just send it to you, and you're going to be like, shit. Now I have to get a few more.
If you send me a few, fine. Send me Groundskeeper Willie. I'll take that one for you.
Gotta send you stuff that's going to make you get their partner characters.
Yeah, I've seen Bartman, regular Bart, and Otto. I've seen them in stores. So, but Homer, he wasn't easy to find. When all these were kind of hitting the stores, I only saw like the one. I think this was
and he was one of the few that I kept seeing all the time was Homer.
Oh wow!
What is this setup?
Oh, I was just showing the scale. So,
Hodgepodge trying to take the donut.
It's a new
Give me your
crossover.
donut.
That's what it is.
This poor guy's got jaundice. He's all yellow. Give me your donut.
Why does that donut look like the inside of Leia's pants?
Oh jeez.
It looks like he's holding up Homer right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Give me your box of donuts now. But yeah, so just kind of showing like the scale on these guys. But I wanted to have an excuse just to throw them in there too, because it's funny to do an impersonation of Hans Cowie. But yeah, 7 out of 10. It's okay. I mean, if you're a fan of this stuff, you're probably gonna enjoy these. And yeah, go for it. Get them if you want them. They did a decent job. They're very sturdy figures too. So, but yeah, I wish they had at least alternate heads or a little extra articulation here and there, so you could really get them into some funny poses. But for what it is, yeah, it's a solid figure. So there you go. If anyone was wondering.
I seen a few comments from Soul Assassin talking about Groundskeeper Willie as Freddy Krueger and stuff from the Treehouse of Horror. I'm sure that they probably will wind up going into that if these things sell well enough.
They're definitely going to do the aliens when they.
Well, time out because they already did. They had the vampire version of Mr. Burns.
Oh yeah, that's right. With the
I almost picked them up.
Yeah,
I came close to picking them up because there was like a sale in GameStop. It was like buy 2 get 1 free, and like the 2 things I had apparently wasn't on sale. I'm like, well, then I'm not getting this, and like I put everything back. I got 1 thing. I'm like, well, you guys lost the sale because you put the wrong information out. But yeah, he looked great. He came with the coffin, and he sprung up out of the coffin. There was like a gimmick that they put inside of it, which I was like, damn, kind of kicking myself in the ass. But I'm like, no, I don't need it. I don't need it.
You need it. You need it because on the next Collectible Past, as Vinnie gets deeper into his Simpsons collecting toys, he eventually will be building the Springfield in his house.
Yep.
I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Cotton says he wants a spider pig. I'd seen earlier Shifty and Steeg were going back and forth about Asterix. And if you don't know about Asterix, it's a little like European comic strip. And they made like Peyo style figures like they did for the Smurf. You know, the Smurfs, little Peyo figures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They did stuff like that. So, yeah.
Nice.
What's up, memes?
I'm to blame for you having 14 Masters of the Universe now, Steve. And what's going on, memes?
Shit.
Yep.
His collection's growing.
Yeah, I can absolutely identify with Steeg. You guys are the reasons why I have way too many NECA figures now.
Stick your tongue through the donut, Homer. Do it slowly, like you mean it. Do it like a man.
Oh, dude, yeah, Shifty, yeah. I'm not sure if I pulled it up. I think I pulled it up on Big Bad Toy Store. They had like the pre-orders on it. But did she hit stores already? Because that is one I am looking for. I think I might have to get my hands on that.
That's disgusting, Vinny.
What, Evil Lynn?
Oh, never mind. I took that the wrong way. You said you got to get your hands on it.
Yeah, on Evil Lynn. It's like a gay frog doing crack.
Did anybody else want to go next? Anybody?
You want to go first, Trina?
Jesus, Stig. Yeah, okay, yeah, I guess. All right, Stig's all right in the chat. I'll go next. Yeah. I can't remember how to share, so give me a second.
You can do it.
Do, 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 do. Nice.
All right.
It's just an empty box, right?
I know. Dude.
Is that why your articulation was so bad? Now I understand.
You could also double as a John Cena figure.
I actually did think of doing that. But yeah, so this Invisible Man, and as usual with the NECA Universal Monsters, the box art is on point. Yeah, it's beautiful. And this is a color version. I don't think I've seen the black and white version of him. I haven't personally.
Neither have I. I seen him twice and almost got him, but I held off.
You did you see the black and white or just
no, this one specifically.
Okay.
I've seen the black and white plenty of times.
Really? Oh, did you really?
Yeah. But I mean, now they're mostly all gone by now. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes my stores restock some of the older ones, but I'd seen the black and white one more often than the color one, believe it or not.
Wow.
I only ever saw the color version. I've had this one for a while, but yeah, I only ever saw this guy.
Tommy's got magical targets by him. I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, he does. So I do have an issue with this figure, and I'll get to it, but it's so one leg is slightly longer than the other.
Of course it is.
But that's actually, I don't think that's the entire problem. Mm-hmm. But we'll get to that. So yeah, he's got some articulation in his head. He's not a figure that really needs much articulation, to be honest. Mm-hmm. But you know, he's all right. He's just kind of basic, really, as far as articulation goes.
Right.
Or like the arm doesn't go. It just goes like around, like it can't like put his arm like sideways or anything. Yeah.
He can drive a car. The way
right. And he can look like Biden when he does that. Like,
He looks like
Yeah, that's exactly.
doing
I should have made him do the shuffle.
when he takes off in his spacesuit. This had me laughing. So he actually turns all the way around.
Why did anybody tell me my ass was so big? Oh yeah, why don't they got to make Spaceball figures at some point? Come on.
Never. It won't
Yeah,
happen.
it'll never happen.
But yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's really not that articulated. Like that's as far as you can bend him. He can't even sit.
Wow.
And yeah, his knees bend, but like just slightly. Like that's all.
Oh, it can't go further than that?
No, but this is weird. This was a weird articulation. Like.
Oh
doing that.
yeah. Well, and that's something I was talking about, Trina, with like the Masters of the Universe figures. They were doing it, and then I'm seeing that other companies are starting to pick up on that too. So they're putting those joints not only in the knees, they're putting them up in the elbows as well.
Yeah.
Mm. So here's an issue that I have. His feet, at least the figure that I got, I don't know if it's all these figures, no movement at all. No, like
Really?
I don't know if they can. I didn't want to force it, but
Yeah.
I couldn't get it to move, and then I couldn't get him to stand on his own. Even
it might be that I know the thing though, because like I'd be afraid to do it as well because of the pant cuff.
That's I was just going to say that's probably what it is because I had a couple. What was that other figure, Vinny? It was the same thing. Remember, it was like a pant cuff. Or was it like a Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers? Like the pant cuff was way too big.
Yeah, one of
Still
those.
laughing at his arms in the Biden.
That's glorious. Holy shit.
All he needs is an ice cream cone.
Holy shit.
So yeah, even
with a
putting
stand, he has trouble standing. That's fucking weird.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, like that. Yeah, that's a major point. Like points taken off from that.
Yeah.
But his alternate heads look awesome. Like,
did he come with that stand, or is that a stand from another figure?
It's a stand I had. So yeah, NECA doesn't give stands. And I actually mentioned that in this video that if they really need to.
Yeah, the only one that I know that they added a stand to was the Wolfman, and it was that really tiny circle.
Yep, you're right. Yep, I remember that now.
Yeah, that was the only one.
Well, and I've seen other lines that they've done where they've had a few stands here and there. And I mean, even McFarlane, for as cheap as he is, like when you get to like his 40K stuff, almost every single one of them had some kind of stand.
Yeah, all the ones that I got recently have stands.
Yeah, well, with the DC ones, yeah, they throw the circle in there all the time. Yeah, DC, like you can't buy a McFarlane one that won't have at least a circle stand. Although he needs to have a new, like a flight stand. That's what he needs on most of those damn DC ones.
Especially if he's going to put out 60 Superman figures a year.
Right.
Yeah.
No, DTF, this is typical NECA. They do this a lot. Trina and I could both tell you about all the Jason figures where it's got one leg.
I came to the conclusion that the person who fucking green lights all these figures in real life, he has one leg longer than the other.
Maybe they're modeling
wrong with this at all.
Maybe they're modeling it off of Robert De Niro.
You knew Gimpy Randy?
So so I've got it paused right here. This is I don't understand why they put. Okay, so yes, this is part of the movie. This is his wig. He ends up throwing it off in the movie, but you can't do anything with it. Like
it just sits there.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like the book, I think is awesome.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
Like it's nice and clear. I mean, you can't read it, but it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
The wig, I don't know. They should have given him a pistol instead of a wig.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the hand at least holds the wig, right?
Yeah. I mean, he can hold the wig, but like, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of wasted.
Yeah.
For an ultimate figure, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe it's not a wig. Maybe it's a merkin.
No, it's
Maybe it's meant to represent grabbing her by the furry.
Right. Grabbing it by the guinea pig.
All right, did you keep him standing like that on purpose?
No, I really didn't.
He looks like he's got to go really, really bad.
So was the other thing? Was it a cup with a straw in it, a beaker, or was it a milkshake? Because if it's a milkshake, it still works for the Biden pose.
I gotta see if I have any figures with accessories that come in an ice cream cone.
Oh my God! Yes, I did notice that he looked like Biden, but I just left him like that. Like I didn't bother changing it
because of the stick-on nose.
Yeah, because in the movie he takes his nose off, and I thought this was cool. So, NECA definitely anticipated people losing them because
backup noses.
Yes, yes, he comes with 2 backup noses that they taped on the back of the package, the inside of the package.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's the dreaded carpet monster usually gets those tiny things.
Yeah, E-Tub definitely doesn't need those. So here are some, just some poses that you can get him in if you have a stand. But yeah, I mean, he looks good if he's just going to stand on the shelf. He doesn't hold the book, like his hands don't hold the book very well. Like, there he is holding the wig. But that's kind of like stupid looking to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're right. He should have came with the pistol.
Yeah. But I mean, he's in a stand on my shelf, and he's like when I use one of those doll stands, and I think he looks good like that.
Yep, I think so too. It's a nice looking figure. Like I said, I came close to getting him myself, but it's just like right now I can't, you know.
And this is kind of the reason that I started like kind of pulling away from buying a lot of NECA stuff is because some of the quality control is definitely freaking going down the toilet with that company. And especially since they keep raising their prices. I mean, their average price now on their figures is a little over $36. So
that's lower than I've ever paid for a NECA figure.
Well, my average in most of my stores, for the past year or so, they were sitting around like 34. So now they're sitting at like I think it's $36.99 or $35.99 or something like that.
See, most of them I've seen, like if they're in Target or something, and they're not like, because Predator ones for some reason they're all like 42 and up, and a lot of the other ones would be somewhere around like $37.99, and then then you hit tax, you're still paying like 40 something bucks for these.
Wow, well, you guys are getting robbed then, because like mine were all right around 34.
Oh wait, is it because you got the circle thing or something? You got like the discount?
No, this is just the price that was on the shelves. They were sitting around 34.
See,
because I kept an eye. Well, the first time I picked up, remember when I started buying a lot of the Eastman and Lairds, and I picked up the Foot Ninja Soldier and Splinter and everything. Splinter was 34. The Foot Soldier was about 38. And I was going on about like how much higher he was than Splinter. And it really did just baffle me.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly seeing those things and seeing those prices. So, I mean, I definitely noticed the price change.
Who's the most expensive when it comes to putting out figures these days? What company is the most expensive?
For your standard figure?
Yeah.
If you could find them, I would say it's probably SH Monster Arts. They're ridiculous.
They're more than Super 7 figures?
What about Sideshow Collectibles?
Yeah, but you don't see them in regular stores.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sideshow and Hot Toys. Yeah, those are like specialty. Because those things are like what, starting at, if you're lucky, 200, 250.
Yeah.
Like the prices just shot up in recent years. Because when I started getting some of those things back when I was doing more of those reviews, like I was able to find some deals and stuff here and there. There's only a couple of them that I paid like stupid prices on. And yeah, but a lot of them, like you'll be able to flip them, or well, not Star Wars though. Star Wars, forget about it. They're all in the tank now because they destroyed that brand. But yeah, right now, like the newer ones that are coming out, because I see them in the comic shop a lot when I go, I'll film them from time to time. The likenesses, the fabric that they use, the material that they're using on those things are next level. Like your jaw just hangs open when you're looking at these things. But yeah, you got to be insanely rich to have shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
in case I didn't say it before, what's up, Curtis? And what's going on, Happy Dinosaur?
What's up, Happy Dinosaur? What's up,
What's
Curtis?
up?
What's up, everybody?
Good seeing you guys.
Interesting stuff. Yeah, like when I see memes saying the monster figures are expensive. Yeah, when they first started putting those out, they were a little pricey even then, but they weren't so ridiculously overpriced that they're getting now. Like I know SH Monster, they like freaking. Oh God, they went from like $65 on average for a Godzilla to over 80 or 90 something now for one of them. It's insane. Dude, that's a hell of a price jump. And you know what? The quality is not really there, I think, to justify those kind of prices.
No, they bend you over. They take off your merkin and no lube.
No lube, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely zero. And Trina will tell you how important lube is. It is essential to a happy life. Slasher, did you want to go or do you want me to go first?
Oh yeah, you could go ahead.
Wait. This is for Tommy on behalf of Trina.
Not okay.
It's always okay.
I gotta go grab something to drink. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. Well, I got a two-parter here. I really didn't think it was going to wind up being a two-parter, but there was a bit unpacking this one, and this is the signature toy that I talked about last week that I was going to be showing off. I wish I could say I was totally thrilled, but let's go ahead, and now we're going to get into Exodia, the Forbidden One. And for anybody who's not 100% sure who Exodia Forbidden One is, it's part of the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. I kind of lead a little bit into it, but I don't know if I get into full detail. So if there's any questions at the end, research the internet.
We are hanging out with Barnes. The glorious Barnes. Oh, the BattleBot and G.I. Joe pig. Now, of course, today's video is not G.I. Joe, and it is not BattleBot related, but Barnes is here to nibble along and hang out anyway. So what are we talking about this time? Now, this is a company I said I probably wasn't going to buy anything from, but I seen these new figures that they just put out, and they do look pretty cool. I'm hoping they are much better than the earlier releases of the other player characters that I got that is part of this card game. So, from Fat Mojo, we got Yu-Gi-Oh! Exodia, the Forbidden One. Limited edition, this one is number 5,794 out of the limited edition for these figures. These ones are supposed to be fully posable, just like the small Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures were. So it looks pretty interesting. I've seen a few of these. I've yet to pull the trigger until now, so this is going to be the first time I've ever seen this particular one in stores. So let's go ahead, let's get them out of the box and take a look at them.
My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, but it does contain the unstoppable Exodia.
And right out of the box, here we go with our Exodia, the Forbidden One. I can tell you right now, the amount of articulation on this thing is going to be lacking, so I'm just going to put it in a few poses. I'm going to talk about what he has and what he doesn't.
I've assembled all 5 special cards, all 5 pieces of the puzzle.
Go with Exodia. He's got this little bit of flare out right here at the shoulder. It's very minimal. It barely moves at all. He's got this little cut at the elbows. You can see the other one. The other one is actually turned as far as it can go. It's not even a 90-degree cut. He has a bit of a waist movement right there, and he actually has a fair amount of movement in the head. I mean, it ain't great, but even with this big headdress on, I think that moves around pretty well. I've seen Transformers and I've seen a few other lines do it much worse. It actually kind of cocks forward too, kind of rolls forward and back. So that's kind of cool. The waist turn, like I said, decent. Absolutely no movement whatsoever in the legs. So these legs aren't sitting flat either. One foot is up in the air, and there's no way to reposition that because there's literally no turn in these legs. Like, that is freaking just horrible.
Wow.
He looked really cool, man.
He looks awesome. That but I could hear it. It sounded like it was about to snap when he started messing.
Yeah, I was pulling and I stretched it back just a little bit, and it kind of flattened the foot. But later on in the review, that foot comes right back to the stationary position it was at before. The only thing that really holds him up is the chains around his ankles. If it wasn't for the chains, he'd probably topple over.
I'm not into Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's an awesome figure.
That's cool. Yeah, he is beautiful.
Yeah.
He looks like something you'd see in Link.
Is it a heavy figure?
Legends of Zelda.
No, it's not overly heavy. No.
Yeah. Oh, another video game I think he kind of looks, or a character he looked like. Does anyone remember Darkstalkers?
Yeah. Anacaris.
Yeah, the Mexican robot.
Oh no. Oh no, Anacaris was the sarcophagus.
Like a mix of the two, I'd say.
The sarcophagus.
Yeah, I'd say a mix of the two of them. Yeah, the mummy dude and that it's like there was like a Mexican like gold robot. Yeah, it
was
like
that Darkstalkers 2 that they had the Mexican robot? Because the Mexican they had the little Mexican cactus monster too with the sombrero.
Yeah, I know the Capcom stuff's coming out tomorrow.
Capcom stuff like what? What are they?
Basically, the one that you have. We talked about it before. Capcom versus Marvel, the fighting games.
Oh, awesome!
There's like 10 games altogether, including the side-scrolling.
Oh yeah. The collection. Oh no, when you said Capcom, I thought it was going to be figures. I thought you said
no
figures.
Yeah, I wish.
So I got one more part to this. Happy, yeah. That's why I kind of put some of the cartoon elements in there so people kind of get it to a degree. Yeah, he's an unstoppable monster. If you assemble all 5 cards, they actually had banned him at one point out of the game because there was all kinds of cheating ways. So if there were certain monster cards, if it got destroyed and went to the graveyard, you could pull a monster with 1,500 or less attack points, which all the pieces of Exodia were 1,500 or less. So you just send this thing to the graveyard, use like a Monster Reborn or call the Haunted to bring it back on the field, get it destroyed, pull another piece of Exodia out of your graveyard. And there was a few different monsters that did that. So it was like an easy way to cheat to win the game. Oh, wow. But yeah, it looks great. Like Trina said, this thing does look fantastic. And there's no gripes about what they did as far as the modeling. It's just the articulation shit. And it was the same thing with Yugi, Kaiba, and Joey. There was points of articulation that were okay, and there were other points that were so lacking and so horrible. It was like, I don't think I ever want to buy from Fat Mojo again. I was so disgusted. But I seen this. It looked really nice, the detailing. Yeah. And the head movement. That head movement with not just the side to side and a little bit of rock, but it's a whole pivot joint that just pulls the whole head forward or back. Yeah. Like it was a whole separate pivot point. Like that was really cool. I thought that was really sharp considering he's got that big Pharaoh like headdress on. Because there's no other way it's going to get past everything unless you have a special joint that rolls forward like that. I thought it was pretty smart.
Yeah, it was badass.
What company did this one?
This was Fat Mojo that did this.
Oh, never heard of that company.
I think he's just insulting them.
No, he can't. DTF cannot make the obliterate pose. And I was actually, when I seen this thing, if this thing was even moderately articulated, I already had a plan in place that I had a blank Yu-Gi-Oh card, and I was going to make it look like the Exodia figure was coming out through the card. But because the articulation is so bad on this thing, I just scrapped that idea. I was like, yeah, that's not going to work. It's going to look stupid and janky. It's going to look worse than HBO Velma. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Cards was designed by Kazuku Takakashi before his death in 2021.
Bless you. I always do whenever I hear the Japanese names.
he was at one point. At one point, they did ban it, and they banned like a lot of those cards I was talking about to pull the other monsters out of the graveyard, like Sangan. They had banned him at one point. It was ridiculous. They were getting crazy with the banning stuff. But let me go ahead and play the second part so we can see everything else that Exodia had to offer and didn't have to offer.
So checking out some of the detail on this guy, not bad. It looks kind of like he did in the cartoon and on the card itself. So that's pretty decent. He got the chains on there. Beyond that, that is it. Like, this is actually rather disappointing. It looks really cool, but it's more of a mini statue than anything else. $25 for this. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. It's a plastic statue, basically. And I'm not. I can already tell you the limited card, exclusive card that they give you with this is probably going to be just like the Yugi, Joey, and Kaiba. It's probably going to be nothing but a picture of Exodia. So without even removing it from the bottom of the box, that's exactly what it is. So cheap. So absolutely cheap.
Exodia! It's not possible! No one's ever been able to call him!
Well, that is all we have on this one. Just a bit disappointing. It just really isn't much to this. This really does feel like a disappointing buy. I mean, if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, you really like the way this thing looks, and you just kind of plan on just putting it up on a shelf or whatever without being able to pose and everything, I guess that's cool. The substandard, I mean, his feet are not even flat. You don't give any articulation in the legs, and the feet can't even sit flatly, so he kind of like, if you don't have him perched like I do, like on a surface that's a differing size, he kind of rocks because you didn't set the feet properly. Once again, if you're a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan, maybe you want to get this. Me, I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, if you want to see like really good quality, I don't think it's here. The sculpt looks nice and everything, but once you get past the sculpt, everything else is just blah. Just very lackadaisical in its approach to the way they did this figure. Overall, the best that I can give this one, looking like Exodia, nice head movement, I'll give it that much, nice head movement, but the best that I can give this thing, I'm going to give this as a 5.5 out of 10. It just feels very lackluster, especially for $25, because for $25 I can get a G.I. Joe figure that's just a little bit smaller than this, but it's got 20 times more articulation points than this one does. Anyway, guys, be sure to let Barnes, the G.I. Joe and BattleBot Pig, and apparently our card expert now, be sure to let Barnes know what you thought about this one. Later, everyone.
Exodia! Obliterate!
Yeah, I wonder what another company would have done with him, because he's got so much potential to hide some really great articulation in him.
And I think that's the thing that disappointed me the most when I seen this, because they made all the bigger monsters, and especially like in one of the decks, because I've talked about this before. I learned to play because of the first daughter that I don't talk to anymore, and then of course I played with Zoe. I learned because of the kids, learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, and I leaned towards a dragon deck, so it was all Kaiba. I now summon my blue eyes white dragon, and that's one of the figures that they have is they got a blue eyes white dragon, and they got the blue eyes ultimate dragon. I'm like, oh shit, I got those in my deck. And I was like, I seen the Exodia one because I kept passing on them. It's 25 for this. It's Fat Mojo. I don't know. But then when I seen the Exodia, and it was the first time I'd ever seen it out of like 3 or 4 different targets and a couple of Kmarts and shit like that. It was the first time I ever seen the Exodia one. So I was like, okay, I'll get this one. Really cool character, because it's instant win in the game and everything. So I picked it up, and I really wanted Blue Eyes, but it's like one of my favorite cards in the game. I really don't want to get a lackluster version of a Blue Eyes if that's the one I'm going to get. I'd rather just go third party and get something that would be amazing.
I know, because it looks sharp, but yeah, it sucks when they skimp out where they need to step it up.
Anything you wanted to add on that one, Trina?
I just think he's an awesome figure. Yeah, he's just awesome. But yeah, you see what you mean about the foot. Yeah, that's a disappointment. I mean, there is a fix to it. Obviously, we know. Put a little bit of poster tack on it, under it, or some kind of modeling clay or something like that. But you really shouldn't have to do that.
Right.
So yeah, I get it. It's like with the NECA figures.
Yep. It's NECA, man. They're notorious for that leg issue. Yeah. But like I told you, though, that's because most of them, they're sculpted first, and then they put the cuts in them. So it's like, yeah, you're going to have a problem. Sculpt them in a neutral position if you're going to put a bunch of joints. But, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, Shifty Gives, and by the way, that McFarlane, the Disney line, from those Like I don't know what video game it was, but I did see one other figure in, I think it was Books a Million. They had a Captain Hook that looked incredible. That I was actually kind of blown away by. But I seen some of the other like junky ones from that line, like in Target and stuff. They were really weird. They were like I don't know, like Mickey Mouse in a weird kind of suit, like almost like a space suit. It was a very bizarre line. Like you said, how do you make toys on a video game that no one even knew what the hell existed?
Now, Soul Assassin, you're not wrong. There's a lot of just freaking companies to do better figures. Bondi has been killing it lately with Godzilla and Ultraman figures and stuff like that. I'm so tempted to get the Ultraman figure. The Godzilla they're another one. They're kind of pricey for their size. They're sitting at like $35 a figure, and they're definitely smaller in this Exodia figure, probably in between the GI Joe and this Exodia figure.
Yeah,
and they're 35, and I'm like, that's kind of pricey for that. It's not that big of a figure. But then they've got smaller versions that they sell for 25, and that falls into the same line with the Ultraman. Those I'd be willing to check out because I don't think I've ever gotten a bad figure from Bondi.
Yeah, they do pretty damn amazing stuff. They Bondi, their SH Figure Arts. I got a decent number of those SH Figure Arts for a while, and yeah, I'm probably gonna do some reviews on them. But it's from a couple of years ago. Yeah, those are pretty damn beautiful figures.
Hey, Tommy, do you know if they made any old Ultraman figures, like back in the day, Ultraman figures?
I think Mego might have, possibly.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I'm not 100% sure.
Like, do you remember when they rebooted it in the 90s?
Yeah.
They had the 90s version. I remember they put out a Super Nintendo game, but I don't know if they had any toys or not.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
I know there's one that's out in stores now that Bondi did.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about earlier. They got two versions of them too. So they got a classic version, and then they got a newer, like 20-something version that looks
big.
thinner.
Is he like big, like Ultraman? Is he like Ultraman?
No, these are smaller figures.
They're like 5.5 to 6 inches, something like that.
I think they're probably closer to 5.
That kind of defeats the point of Ultraman. They should make a giant Ultraman figure.
Well, because he's in scale.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say because he's in scale with like Godzilla and.
It's the same company doing Godzilla and. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, Bondi.
Well, except for the movie ones. The movie ones are being done by Jada.
I've seen a big Ultraman figure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where?
At my local comics and collectibles shop, Newbury Comics up here in New England. Yeah, they had a huge one.
Oh, cool. I'd get the bigger ones.
Soul Assassin, you're right, but you're wrong. You're wrong. Red Eyes Black Dragon, I have him in my deck. He's not the best. Now, Red Eyes Darkness Dragon that he evolves into, or gets fusioned into. I think it is. Is it fusioned or no? It's just a special. It's a special summons. If you have Red Eyes out in the field, you get special summons Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. He's a lot better.
Weave Tommy's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, the scarcity problem. But my targets are stocked with Bondi figures. It's absolutely insane. Wow. They've always got tons of Bondi figures.
Dude, your stores are always stacked with everything. It's actually annoying.
Yeah, Tommy, do me a favor. Next time you go there, just film as much as you could on that entire toy aisle.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see some of the other shit. Because, man,
you know what?
Because I think you're lying.
No, I filmed some of this stuff before and showed it off.
He's not lying because he's actually found me some shit that's very hard to get.
I know. I'm just messing around.
But I should have filmed in that other Target that we don't normally go to because it's a bit of a hike. Like I want to say it's at least a 45 minute drive at least to get out to this one other Target. Mm-hmm. And that one has got 10 times more shit than my local, my normal 25-minute drive stores have. Wow. It's crazy how much shit that they had. That's where I found the new Turtles of Grayskull figures. I found them at that other Target.
Oh wow. Yeah, because there's one Target that's well, it's not as good as like yours, but they are fully stocked with a whole bunch of different stuff. But it's hard to get there because there's so much traffic in that area. That's why I don't like going over there. Because like you'll be sitting in traffic for like a half hour to an hour and a half. It depends. There's just so many people in that area. But
sorry.
no, it's okay. Go for it.
I like that, but so this comment by Soul Assassin, that's cute. I actually had a question for Stig. His earlier comment, he said something about Mask. Oh, okay, here it is. Mask is kind of an untapped figure potential. I see loads of people saying they loved Mask. Stig, are you talking about the Jim Carrey movies?
No, we're talking about the one that
yeah.
I did it a number of weeks ago on Collectible Past. I talked
The
about. I don't know where
transforming
Steve
vehicles with the drivers.
Yeah,
My
I don't know where
Oh,
Steve was.
yes.
Steve was sleeping underneath the wheel or something. I actually put a video up on my channel talking about that, Steve.
Yeah.
And you were so behind the curve. Cause matter of fact, I think I told you about it too. They're re-releasing figures in 2025. They're doing a whole new line of Mask figures. I told you about that.
Like Shifty was saying too, man. Yeah, they're doing a movie. Yeah, you bet there's going to be new shit. So they'll pump out some of the old stuff. Probably reuse
They're
the molds.
doing a Mask movie?
That's what it looks like.
Like live action?
Yeah.
Well, why?
I don't know. Because it's all the old shit. Because Hollywood's tapped for ideas, and most of them are going to be arrested soon.
Holy shit! Maybe we'll get a Bionic 6 movie.
Oh shit! Could you imagine?
I would. You know what? I'd be down for that.
I love the Bionic 6.
I did too, man.
Those are awesome.
I never had the figures, but I watched the cartoon a lot. My friends had the figures.
Yeah, we only had like one or two of those.
That cartoon was awesome, though.
Yeah, we could not get the whole family because there was only one place that sold them that we knew of, and it was in Brooklyn, like where my father used to work, like down the street. There was like a little Asian like bodega type shop, and the guy was getting some imports here and there, and yeah, that's where we had gotten them.
That's another one that didn't last very long.
I sure hope that guy ain't working. Well, then again, you know what? Mask actually may fit in as long as he doesn't make it like Transformers. That would fit in with fucking a Bay thing, explosions and shit.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. If there's no alien shit, then I think he could do it right. But if he tries to put aliens in there, forget about it.
Steve, you son of a bitch! You ask me questions, you want me to answer, and then you call it yapping. You son of a. See, this is what happens when you talk to Norwegians. They just don't stop. But I got one more thing I'm going to play. I'm going to pass it off Vinnie or Slasher, whoever wants it, or Trina if you have something else. But I got one thing. I can't remember if I shown this one off, but since I have something else that leads up towards the end of the show, I figure even if I did show it off, I'm going to show it off again. So we have another short unboxing right here. Here we go, guys. We got another unboxing to get to. Let's go ahead and let's get this sucker open. And with a little bit of guinea pig magic, we got this thing open. This is from our buddy Vinnie. And look at that. Look at that. Ghostly Manor on Howling Hill. Vinnie had sent us a copy of his kid's book. Thank you, Vinnie, for that. We got something else in here. And we've got Buzzer from the Dreadnoks from the G.I. Joe Classified line. Thank you, Vinnie. Appreciate it, man. I've been looking for this. Got one Dreadnok to go now. I just got to get Torch, and I've got all the ones that they put out so far. And guys, hope you enjoyed this unboxing.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Oh yeah. You can get that book too over on Volume 3, The Art of Vinnie Volume 3 over on Indiegogo. Get it now. You can go get that beautiful, beautiful kid book. But Tommy, hell yeah, brother. And I'm happy I was able to get that Torch. I could find them for you too.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we try to help each other out. You know, I find stuff that you're looking for. You find stuff I'm looking for. Same with Trina. She was the one that found that Bat Gremlin for me when none of my stores had it. So
Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, I've never
And
seen
you know,
one.
it wasn't until maybe a month or two ago that I'd finally seen one in my Target, and I was like, I already got it.
I was anticipating, like, I send it to you, and then as it's on the way, you find it at your local Target.
Holy shit.
Nice, Shifty. Nice. Yeah. Well, you know, that's the thing, you know. Friends tend to help each other out. That's just the way it works. There's a few more people I'm looking to send presents to. I'm just trying to get at the rest of my shit in order. I did get all the stuff that I picked up for people a while ago out. Got a few projects to finish up before I can mail them out, and then I think I'm finally going to be caught up on returning favors. I sure hope.
Yeah, it's crazy. All this stuff is, like I said, I'm selling off some shit too. So it's like, yeah, because when the newer stuff comes in, some of the older shit's got to go. Because the bank is crying, or my wallet's crying. Oh shit! All right, I found something that was really awesome. Only got him because he was on sale. I was not paying full price. This particular item was going for around $65 in stores, but found him on Big Bad Toy Store for $31. So here is the Gray Hulk and Dr. Bruce Banner 2-pack. So yeah, this thing is pretty damn. Yeah, this thing was slick. This is heavy too. I was kind of surprised, but nicely done. And again, for $31. Holy shit! Yeah, I was.
Well, I would imagine that thing is just as heavy as the Joe Fix-It, because that thing had some heft.
Yeah. There's a lot of plastic right there. And again, this is the first version of the Hulk. And for those people who were unaware of it, yes, he was gray, but that's because the printer had screwed up. He was always supposed to be green, but yeah, they had a problem at the printers, and it ended up coming out gray. So that
wasn't the original story I heard. The original story I heard is they were going with gray, but the story I heard is the one of the guys who said that they were working on it or something. They said that they changed the green because the gray was getting bled into the backgrounds. And
how
the green
many
stands out more.
issues into
the printing issue?
How many issues into the Hulk's introduction did he go from gray to green? Because I knew he started.
I think it was
gray,
one.
Yeah,
one or two.
issue?
It was only like 1 or 2 issues from what I remember.
Okay. Something like that. But yeah, but this thing was cool. I thought they did a really good job, and I don't know. I was always a fan of the gray one as well. I thought he looked really good. And
the articulation looks pretty fucking good. You know. Arm can get up that high for real.
Yeah. I have the green one that uses a similar body mold, except the whole chest piece is different. But yeah, he's buried somewhere, and like when I move, it's difficult to get to some of these things. But yeah, I cannot stand this kind of packaging. I'm happy that they're doing away with it completely.
I've never seen that packaging before.
It's retarded. It's here we're gonna put them in little
body bags. Body bags.
And then his glasses were like taped on the inside of one of those things too. It's like, wow. So you could lose accessories so easily, you know, if you're not paying attention. But luckily the Hulk, all of his accessories, like, you know, they were heavy enough and they couldn't put him in weird places. But and then, yeah, as you can see in the background, his head was just wrapped by itself, like just tossed in there. So stupid.
The sculpt on his face is awesome, bro.
Oh yeah, it's got like a Jack Kirby mixed with like McFarlane. Like it's a balance between the two. I thought they did a damn good job, and a massive figure. He's got to be 8.5, 9 inches, something like that. But like his width is like that's a big boy, because we got Bruce Banner. He's about 6 inches. So yeah, we got some good height on that guy. And again, just like the previous molds, because they use this similar body for Red Hulk, for the Green Hulk, and there was like one that was like split in half. It was based off of a cover of the red and the green one. And I think one other time they used it too. Yeah, there was another version of the Gray Hulk where his head was way smaller and his whole body was way darker.
Nah, that one looks perfect, bro.
Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Banner's okay for what he is, but I mean, like, you know, in most cases, if someone's going to put him in a display, it'll be like.
At least they didn't make it Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the
Oh.
but again, he's like, I'm sure he's going to be like, you know, toy fodder or something you're going to throw in the background of a display or something like. Here's a nerdy scientist.
Yeah, you know, he kind of reminds me of the guy in Reanimator.
Oh yeah.
Herbert West.
Yes. Yeah, he kind of has that vibe. Not as creepy looking though.
Yeah, definitely. But he's got that like nerdy kind of.
Yep.
He's got that look.
They did a pretty neat job for what it is, but I don't know what body, because the body is all repurposed. It could have been some other figure in a suit, and they just gave him a longer, like, you know, the lab coat part. But like the arms, the legs, the body itself, yeah, it's clearly some other thing. Yeah, Jeffrey Combs, that's it. Thanks, J-Man. Yeah, Jeffrey Combs is awesome. He was fantastic in The Frighteners. He played that creepy weirdo. But yeah, so I mean, like, again, the articulation very solid on the figures all around. This figure, I mean, he is what he is. It's a super old body, so I don't really care so much about the banner. For $31, yeah, that Hulk, absolutely epic. They did such a good job on him. And yeah, so this whole chest piece is new. It's not the same mold from those previous ones, and because the previous ones, like, he was really ripped, but they wanted to have him closer to like that original look. So they have like a little bit of like veins near the top of his chest, and then into the arms and all that. But yeah, they went more of like almost like a strongman kind of chest. But yeah, again,
real quick, what's going on, J-Man?
Hey, J-Man.
Hey, J-Man. Great to see you.
Yeah, they did such a good job with this. And yeah, and again, the shirt just rests on top. So if you wanted to have them whatever look you wanted, you could have the classic look for them. And yeah, head articulation is great too. Because the Green Hulk that I have, his range of motion is a lot more limited. This guy, he's got great range. So I like that they fixed that. He goes back all the way.
That Joe Fix-It one definitely didn't have the movement that this one had. Not at all.
Yeah.
And what's going on, Frankie?
How you doing, Frankie?
Hey, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie.
Yeah, this Hulk is beautiful. The bicep and tricep areas, like that whole section is kind of like by itself. You could rotate it all the way around if you want. It's interesting how they did some of these joints. The diaphragm joints, awesome. Again, this is what you kind of
awesome. You could have him in his rampaging pose.
Yeah, such a good job. And because his head could look up a proper way, like you could really have him, you know, like charging forward. Good stuff.
He should have black nipples.
Or at least a little darker, right?
Yeah.
Trina, I am not changing the award to the Black Nipple Award. Forget it.
Right? Oh, by the way, too, yeah, always DTF for 5. He says, my brother is now really getting into the Spawn series. Thinking of getting him a figure or statue for Christmas. Any recommendations? I know there's a, what the hell game is that? Call of Duty. There's a Call of Duty version of Spawn with the machine guns.
Oh, yeah.
That was the one I showed off last week.
Yeah. Tommy showed that one. If you could find them, I know that one. It's out now, and I believe the body is like, it's got really nice articulation to it because it's the one from Mortal Kombat, I believe. But the cape is like soft goods with a wire in it. So if you want to get him a good Spawn, that's more affordable or slightly easier to find. I don't know. My stores, I haven't seen them, but yeah, Tommy's Magical Stores, he's found. But yeah, check your areas. I think that might be worth getting. And GameStop, I know they have like one of those $50 statues it's like 12 inches. That look really good. So yeah, that's what I would say right now if you could find something like that, or ones that are actually in stores. But yeah, this Hulk is just, it's beautiful. Double joints for the knees and all that. Yeah, I wish that the butterfly joints came into the chest a little bit so you could get that crossover, but it doesn't ruin it for me because he could go back so far. It looks damn good. And yeah, I love that he comes with the crushed pipe. You can put it in his hand. The alternate, the kind of
the gripping hand. And
the
you know what?
gripping
And then like Joe Fixit, like I showed Joe Fixit holding up Ryu, those gripping hands will grip on the shit, especially the other characters' heads.
Oh yeah, yeah, they did a good job. Awesome stuff, and I love that he comes with the alternate head too. So if you want a more of like the neutral kind of relaxed, calm face, you could do that. You know,
I like the screaming face better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
The gritting teeth, but again, I think they threw this in there for people who have Joe Fixit, so you might get an extra expression. But either way, yeah, I thought they did a great job. Plus, there is another Hulk out in the white suit from that cover with Wolverine. The tuxedo.
Yeah, that's
one.
the
the 2-pack. Joe Fixit and Patch. Yeah.
Yep.
That was the one that I was gonna pick that up for Tommy. By the time I went there, it was already gone.
Oh man, yeah, I'd seen it at GameStop. That one does look good.
Yeah, this thing's absolutely freaking. This is like damn near perfection right there.
Yeah.
Dude, it really is. Yeah, because I seen them in stores when they first came out. I'm like, I'm not paying $65. You know, it's crazy. And then seeing because of the sale, $31. So and right now, if you're looking for him, Big Bad Toy Store still has this guy. I saw it before the show. So if you're looking,
it was still on sale too, wasn't it?
Yeah, still $31.
I'm really thinking about it. I like.
Oh, dude, it's nice. And like I said, look at the scale with Wolverine too. Perfect, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, well, here's what I'm really interested in getting in that and putting it next to Joe Fixit and see if they did the scaling right, because Joe Fixit should be a little bit smaller than that original version of the Hulk.
Okay. Oh yeah. I'm curious. And I'm curious too if those heads could swap.
They probably would.
They should be.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, I had to. Yeah, that looks it's so damn good. What a beautiful looking figure. Great stuff right there. Again, I'll end up recording a short if I could find which bin I put the green one in, and that way you could compare kind of like the 70s John Buscema Hulk versus the kind of original gray Hulk one. But yeah, good stuff there.
So DTF, for that super chat, I got something special for him.
What you got?
I got me talking and yapping, as Steve likes to say. So I got a little bit of information here for you as far as the Hulk. So everybody remembers the Gray Hulk, being the Hulk that we know. He wasn't the first Hulk, right?
Who was
No, I didn't even know a Gray Hulk existed. So
the Gray Hulk was not the first Hulk. Bruce Banner was not the first Hulk. So Journey into Mystery, issue number 62. They had a purplish, like burgundy type figure that was called the Hulk. And it's literally titled Journey into Mystery, Here Comes the Hulk. So this was kind of like a laboratory experiment or something going wrong.
Yeah, I think they did
by Jack Kirby.
I think they did the same. DC, I think, did the same thing with Swamp Thing.
So
like
that was
Swamp Thing was a different person too, I think.
That was the very first Hulk. And like I was saying, Vinnie, about this, so I found the thing where it says the Hulk was originally gray, but color technology at the time meant that the gray could not be produced consistently. So it was decided to use the more reliable and ultimately iconic green.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, I knew I had read something like that, and I was pretty sure, and I was like, I had to double check just in case I was wrong.
Yeah.
So
see, I remember Stan telling the story. When Stan told the story, he said that it was a problem with the printer. So yeah, I guess there was a couple different ones out there.
Well, then I believe Stanley.
Yeah. So Stan used to change his stories from time to time too. That's why it's not fully reliable. It depends on how old he was when he told the story.
Yeah, that is true. But we are not going to besmirch Stanley.
No, I agree.
I'm only kidding you.
J-Man, yes, that's right. There was a group early on that was also part of the Strange Tales and stuff like that. Or
there was also a villain named. There was a villain named Nightcrawler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was. That I do remember. But yeah, let me finish off this one because we're almost up to what I scored it. Which I scored it higher afterwards because after messing around with it like a couple of days, he went up. I I gave him an 8.5 in this one, but yeah, I'd go with a solid 9 for this dude. Yeah, this is a really beautiful one. If Banner was better, yeah, this could have been a perfect set. But I'm being very subjective about it too, and a little more picky.
Wait, what did you give it again?
I gave him an 8.5, but that's because if he's at that price point of $65, if you were to get him at $31, yeah, he's like a 9.5 out of 10.
Well, you're saying that the banner one's not as good. I mean, and since they are sold in a set, that's going to bring the cost value down, I think, every single time. And you're rating on these things on not just for an individual figure. You're really rating them on the 2-pack.
Exactly.
Because you're not buying these separately.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Well,
Trina.
so I was going to say, don't rate them based on how much they cost. Rate them just as they are as a figure.
Well, I kind of do it as overall because, again, there's a lot of people that, because of their collections, their space, and, again, pricing on things.
I would give this Hulk, just the Hulk alone, a 10.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he is.
I've seen some really bad Hulks. They make sometimes, like through the years, even with the Toy Biz ones, they made some really nice Hulk figures, but they made some really shitty ones too.
Yep, absolutely. But yeah, I try to put everything together when I do those reviews. So price, articulation, paint, all that stuff. Kind of like your value for what you're getting. So at 65, I'd say 8.5. For 31, 9.5 to 10. I mean, because again, like the Hulk alone, oh my God, is he worth it?
Yeah.
So beautiful piece. If you guys are looking for them, again, Big Bad Toy Store right now, $31.
Oh, I missed it. Did you say he had any ratcheting joints?
Let me double check with this because I just reviewed another figure.
Because I know the Joe Fix-It one did.
Yeah, his arms are slightly ratcheted. Let me check the legs. A little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of ratchet kind of in there. The ball joint from the going into the leg or into like the groin area. It's not ratcheted per se. There's like a slight, like it catches a little bit, but it's not so much ratcheted. The arms are. And the next figure I'll show you in a review definitely does have ratcheting joints, but they did do something very different than I've ever seen on a Marvel Legends figure. So that's the next one I'll be reviewing after someone else goes.
Awesome. Who's our next victim? I mean, contestant.
Well, I guess I'll go, right? I didn't go yet. Right?
Yeah, man.
So my cousin stopped by last week. I ain't seen him in like 10 years. But stopped by to check in on me, and he had a bunch of figures. He said if I wasn't gonna take them, he was just gonna end up chucking them out. So I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll take them."
Oh, nice.
So this is the first one. Chris Hemsworth over here. Pretty good on the face, right?
Yeah, not too bad.
I don't know. I can't see what company made this, but I don't know how old it is. It looks like it's probably from around the time the movie came out.
Oh, it's got to be Hasbro. Then they're the ones who had the license.
But he does this. Look at that. He's fucking a yoga master. He could get his arm around like that.
Do you have to squeeze his legs together to do that?
Yeah.
That's epic.
I don't like the Thor without the friggin' winged helmet, man. He should always have the winged helmet.
Yeah.
This is pretty boy shit, man.
That's classic Hollywood. We always got to show the actors' faces.
Exactly. But I thought this was cool. And he gave me a couple of these little figures.
Pretty neat.
What is this Spider-Man symbol? Is this the Andrew Garfield one?
Yeah.
That's the Andrew Garfield one.
Yeah, with the longer legs.
But, it's a little figure, but it's cool.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
It doesn't bend at the elbows or knees or anything, but
yeah,
it's cool if you just want to stand him there.
Yeah, not a bad sculpt on him.
He gave me this Batman figure, which is pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
He pressed down on the bat symbol and...
Oh, no, that's awesome.
He does the fucking...
That's funny. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
I think he said these were... Because this one, I think he said, was either a Burger King or McDonald's toy.
Okay.
And there's another one he gave me. And I don't know. This one's funny. I like this one a lot. Plastic Man.
Plastic Man.
Cool too. You know, he's a bendy.
Oh, cool. He did the bendies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Plastic Man's a goofy character, but I always kind of liked him.
Yeah.
I used to watch. I used to watch the cartoon before school every day.
You know what I was surprised they never did with Plastic Man? I'm surprised they never did him like the Stretch Armstrong type figure.
Yeah.
Oh, really? They never did?
Ever did? I don't think they ever did. The old Superpowers one had like you press the button and his fucking neck stretches out or something like that. And that's also what the Superpowers one is one of the most expensive ones because that was the third line. The third line Superpowers are
I never remember seeing that, dude.
Expensive. And I think this is from was it Superhero Squadron, the Marvel cartoon they used to do?
I don't know.
I think this is but this is like little cartoony Captain America.
Yeah, the cartoony version was kind of fun.
But he could move. He has articulation.
Oh, that ain't bad.
But yeah, I was like, sure, I'll take these. If you're gonna chuck them out, if you're gonna throw them out.
Right.
And this one I bought because you motherfuckers, Tommy and Vinnie, man, you got me into these new fucking figures.
You're welcome.
So I ended up buying another wrestling figure. No, this is not someone's dad walking around the house in their underwear. Tommy, can you tell who this is?
Is that Bruno?
Yep.
Bruno
nice.
Sammartino.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to get any of the newer guys. I just want to get the older guys.
Yeah, the classic ones, man.
Yeah.
Dude, he was the longest reigning champ.
He was the Hogan of the 70s.
Yep.
But I thought this was cool. They gave him this little
neat.
This little podium to stand in front of.
That's pretty cool.
This was the thing that I thought was like a cool little nice touch, like a show of respect to him. That he came with his fucking Hall of Fame plaque.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that shit.
Dude, that was a nice looking figure, man. Even like the body shape, they got it down right.
They should do this shit for more of the guys that are in the Hall of Fame. They should all come with these.
I agree, man.
Well, the thing though, like, look at him from the side. He looks like a fucking ape.
Well, he looked like that.
Yeah, he did have a smashed in face.
Yeah.
But
they gave him the hairy chest and everything.
And they gave him a full head of hair. Yeah, they gave him the hairy chest and hairy arms.
Yeah.
But look, he's got a full head of hair.
That's awesome. I know, yeah, he went bald pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my
that's great.
For the week.
That's awesome. Yeah, they should do more of those like special edition like Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Like they could put them in freaking gold Hall of Fame boxes and everything. I mean, there's potential right there. Be able to do some really cool shit and pay some respect to some of those older wrestlers. The ones that actually wrestled.
Yeah, the likeness is accurate. Yeah, Frank is right. Yeah.
Still waiting on that Sandman figure to show. I'm gonna keep that in the box till the next show.
That's right. There is a documentary on Bruno Sammartino on Prime.
Yeah, was he? He was the longest, not Backlund, right? He was a longer champion than Backlund.
Yeah, Bruno was.
Yeah.
Cotton. Other than like the old LJN ones, I don't remember if they did a mean.
I have a Mean Gene one. Yeah, I have the LJN Mean Gene. But no, they must have made a Mean Gene.
They did Brother Love. You'd almost think they would have had to have done Mean Gene.
Also, they had one of their Build-A-Figure series. The Build-A-Figure was the Fink.
Oh no!
So they had to have made Mean Gene.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Fink and all, but as a Build-A-Figure.
That's crazy.
Oh, I saw a picture on on Twitter of a 2-pack they're putting out, and it was the Survivor Series debut Undertaker, and he comes in a 2-pack with the gobbledygooker.
Oh my god!
And they have the giant egg that the gobbledygooker came out.
That's a good fun inside joke for wrestling fans.
Yeah, it is.
That is
But they also both debuted on the same night,
Yeah.
Well, they wanted him to be the gobbledygooker.
No.
But he said he didn't know. He didn't know if he was going to be. That's what I thought it was.
He was in an interview and he said that they were kicking it around, and he says there's no way that he was doing that.
No. They said it was bullshit. He was afraid it was going to happen. that when he first saw it, he's like, I'm debuting that night. And he goes, and they had the egg there the whole time. He's like, please, God, tell me Vince ain't put me coming out of this egg. Please tell me that ain't happening. And then, they came up with the gimmick of Undertaker. And I was like, no, it was never. The Gobbledygooker was never supposed to be him.
Well, there was plans for an Undertaker character, though, because I saw a couple of pictures of their concept art.
Yep.
They had, like, a couple of different ones of they had concept art for him, they had concept art for Razor Ramon, and they had concept art for Adam Bomb. And holy shit, they had some ridiculous outfits ready to go for these characters.
Yeah, they did. They absolutely did.
Oh, what was it? The Mutilator or something like that?
Mankind
that
Mutilator.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
it wasn't even Mankind. It wasn't even Mankind.
Oh, Mason the Mutilator? Was that what it was?
That's it. Yeah, Mason the Mutilator.
Oh, it was the same thing with with Undertaker, how he was Kane the Undertaker at first.
Mm-hmm.
Earthquake.
I think didn't they call him Kane in a couple of the early matches?
They dropped it after like a month, I think.
Yeah, they used it on a couple of his debuts.
It was the same with Earthquake. Like when Earthquake debuted, he was the Canadian Earthquake, and then they were like, "All right, I guess that sounds like it's too long," so he just cut it down to Earthquake.
Yeah,
there you go. Shifty gives him
Holy crap! Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, Canada's on strike now. That is awful.
Canada's on strike.
Yeah. Yeah, the mail carriers.
I thought like the country was.
They should, right?
We don't want to be Canadian anymore.
Where's John Candy and Canadian Bacon when you need them?
Oh my God! Yeah, I don't. And they said the post is going up. The postage is going up on everything. So yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But let me kick back in, and then Vinnie, you were Trina's next.
Okay. Cotton says he named his bong Mean Green.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you guys seen it when I popped it up. The original. Yeah, Thurman Sparky Plug. Yeah, I remember they just doing race car driver shit. God,
you know what? They probably made a Thurman Sparky Plug action figure at one point.
They probably did. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take us backwards for a moment. And guys, who remembers seeing these things?
How you can
Greetings, humans. This is Indy. Welcome back to Toys from the Past. So on today's Toys from the Past, we are going to talk about something that is actually driving a lot of people batty right now. We are going to talk about a franchise that everybody wants to cancel. We are going to talk about the Dukes of Hazzard. Now, many different toys have been made for this line over the years. And while many different toys have been made for this franchise, we are going to talk about the 1981 releases through Mego. Yeah, that's right, Mego. Once again, because Mego, like I have said previously, was stepping up and they were buying up every franchise they could after they failed to acquire the rights for Star Wars. I mean, they actually passed on. They wanted to make up for it by snagging every other franchise out there. So in 1981, they released an 8-inch line of Dukes of Hazzard figures. It only consisted of 4 figures: Luke, Bo, Daisy, and Boss Hogg. And of course, like Mego had started to do previously with other lines, they also wound up releasing 3.5-inch figures. Now, the 3.5-inch figures, there was a lot more to be had with this set. And of course, since it's only 3.5-inch figures, they can make vehicles, license, and a lot of other things that they can't do with the larger figures. Included in the 3.5-inch line was Bo, Luke, 2 different versions of Daisy, one with a heavy body and one with a slimmer body, Boss Hogg, Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane, Cooter, Cletus, Uncle Jesse, Coy, well, his card says Bo, and Vance, his card says Luke. Ms. Tisdale, Huey Hogg, Flash, and Sheriff Little. Now, the vehicles and playsets that were available were the General Lee with Bo and Duke, the Jeep with Daisy and her slim body, the Big Caddy with Boss Hog, the police car with Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane, a motorized crash set playset, a General Lee crash car, a Caddy crash car, and a Cooter garage playset. And while Mego was producing the figures, Ertl was producing die-cast miniatures.
They told you never saw men in trouble alone since the day they were born.
We might have to edit that out later.
There's nothing showing.
No, but no, they hit for that type of stuff.
Hey, I have something like that on my channel. They've never hit that.
Well, they've hit me on a couple. Yeah.
What is it? He's selling Gengel? Well, it's a cybernetics. That's how they talk. But yeah, I actually still have the General Lee. I have Bo and Luke somewhere in the back. I got Boss Hog. I don't know what happened to the rest of the damn figures I have. I do have some of the Ertl cars, including the larger ones that they did of the big die casts. I have a few of those, and then I have RC control car that's over. That thing is over a foot long. Big ass freaking General Lee. Sound effects, lights, everything.
Yeah,
it's got the horn.
Awesome. Yeah, that looks
it's freaking awesome. Yeah, they did a lot of other things too. Like Mego, they did Love Boat.
Oh yeah,
damn it.
Those fucking Love Boat figures were fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
I love it. To save on money, they use the same cards for the other two characters.
You had that General Lee? Nice.
My cousins, one of my cousins had that General Lee, and they had the Daisy figure. I remember looking at the Daisy figure as a little kid, like, oh, what the fuck? Jesus, they make porno figures? I don't even know what porno is.
Oh, Frankie wasn't done.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I thought that'd be fun to kind of dip back into something like that. That's why I brought that, and I got into these toy history lessons. You know, to dig back into some of the older toys. It's always fun to look back and see some of the early things that these companies were doing. I mean, it really is surprising that some of them haven't like gone back like they're doing with all the nostalgia stuff and like say try to re-release the original Clash of the Titans figures. Or like any of these other ones that they've done throughout the years. It really is surprising.
I remember those Clash of the Titans figures. Yeah. Holy shit.
I only had Perseus and Pegasus. I wanted the rest of them, but they were just kind of hard to come by at the time. And that Kraken figure was ridiculously huge.
Did they make the little golden owl?
Yes. I forget who came with it. Was it Andromeda? No. Wasn't Andromeda. Somebody, maybe it was one of the gods, because they did a few of the gods. And I think was it Athena that gave him the owl? Or Artemis?
Oh,
Damn it, I forget who it was.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, wasn't it Athena who gave him the owl?
Was it Athena?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, whoever gave him the owl, that's I'm pretty sure that god that they did, gave him the owl.
Did they make the Burgess the penguin there, Rocky. Did they make
Burgess
him?
Meredith? No, I don't recall if they made him or not. I know they did do Calabac.
Okay.
They did a Medusa.
I remember seeing the Cyclops.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that. But yeah, the Harryhausen stuff, like they were very unique style.
Steeg.
Trina, you got anything else tonight?
Yeah, I've got another video.
Cool. Want to go for it?
How many more do you have, Vinny?
I just got one left.
Okay, same.
Oh.
All right, yeah, I'll go and then. Let me see.
Sweet. Oh, nice.
All right, and because Thanksgiving is already next week, I can't believe it.
Right.
reviewing this guy. I've had this one for a while as well, and yeah, I figured this is a good week to do it. So, box art looks good. Definitely doesn't beat the Universal Monsters box art, but it's still good.
Yeah, those classic posters were too awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And then let me see.
How was this movie, by the way? I never saw it.
It was good. It was actually really good. It's a good horror movie for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
And yeah, so so I don't know if you can notice. Let me see.
He looks like Bob from Batman. Bob Boone.
I'm trying to pause it. Well, his eyes and mouth. I don't know if you can tell there's holes because that's a mask on him.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's cool, and I'll show you. I show at the end of towards the end of the video how that works. But yeah, he's just got like his look isn't complicated at all. Is actually his outfit reminds me of Michael Myers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, very. We like put a Michael Myers head on him, and it would really work. But, yeah, I'll show you how the mask works after, but a little bit of range there, not much. And yeah, like see, no upper body movement.
Oh wow! Oh, it's all solid.
Yeah. His arms do have 2 joints in them, so you get a little more movement in his arms.
That is good.
And they do come out at the sides and go around. I forgot to mention that in the video, but yeah, his arms are great for articulation.
Nice. Yeah, I like those kind of joints that they do.
Yeah, and it's still, even though it's double, it's still like pretty hidden the way they put it in there. I like that.
Yeah, depending on how you put the arm, it still looks pretty natural.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, so he's got good movement, no stickiness or tightness or anything. That's and good.
That's because you didn't get personal with it yet, right?
And yeah, good
good splits.
Yeah, splits both ways, but that's all his knee will do for bending.
Oh wow.
So that's a little bit of a limitation, but he does have great movement in his feet and ankles.
Yeah, glad to see that works.
Yeah, definitely different from the Invisible Man. So he, because his feet can move, he will actually stand on his own. So that right there is, a bonus already. Because it's to be expected when you get a NECA figure that one leg's going to be longer than the other. But
right.
Yeah, he stands no problem. He actually comes with a lot of accessories. I was surprised.
That's cool. Oh, by the way, yeah, hi Lurch. We haven't seen him in a minute.
Hey, Lurch.
Doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, Lurch? Yeah, I'm doing much better now, Lurch.
Nice.
And what's up, Chaosoy?
How you doing, Chaos?
Hey, Chaos.
Hey, what's up?
Pigs are all good too, by the way. Hope you're doing well.
These faces are good. I like them.
Yeah, the masks are awesome. So there's that little part there, ports into the face, and I'll show you how it works. Cool. But yeah, these are well done, very movie accurate looking. So yeah, I was impressed with that, and the accessories are very nice looking.
Awesome.
Yeah,
those look really good.
This is his blunderbuss from the movie. Yeah. It's hilarious.
They did a really good job of capturing what a flintlock looks like too.
Yeah, it's impressive. And I don't know if you notice on the gun, but it's like a turkey on it.
Oh, that's cool.
And I love
look at the paint job on the head of the axe.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love these. They're like real tools. They're just kind of miniature. I love them.
Yeah, they look awesome. See, I used to know a lot of the fabricators that worked there at McFarlane, and they went over to NECA. Yeah, those guys did some incredible work.
Oh shit, he's got Megatron.
Yep.
Oh shit.
And now that's a pistol they should have given the Invisible Man.
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah, his meat tenderizer.
Nice.
It's funny all the accessories they gave him. They gave this guy more accessories than Invisible Man.
Yeah, there's a ton. Jeez.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like say Michael Myers and Jason. Jason always seems to have a lot more accessories than any of the Michael Myers figures, though.
Yeah, well, Michael Myers pretty much just uses his chef knife for the most part.
Yeah.
And yeah, he comes with a bunch of different hands to hold the different weapons. So, and yeah, they're good. Just gloved hands. They look good.
Very cool.
I guess I would like it a little bit better if they were a little less shiny, but it looks okay. And yeah, so this is how his face works. So the hat comes off, and it actually helps the face stay on as well.
Yeah.
But this is hilarious. So
I was very surprised.
Member of ISIS.
Yep.
Oh,
So there's a little hole in his head that the mask can go in.
That's
and
hilarious.
yeah, I like that. It's good because the Gizmo figures were kind of lacking that. So this one is much better, but yeah, very, very easy to change out the faces.
Nice.
So yeah, that's this figure, and here's some poses with his accessories.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta check out where this is playing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was fun. And yeah, that's about it.
Ricky said, yeah, he should check his thyroid. His eyes be popping out of his head.
I would imagine that's the look that somebody straight that just walked into the Blue Oyster Bar.
Right? The doc confirmed. What's up, Adega?
Hey, Adega.
What up, Doc?
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome. Vinnie, did you want to go again or?
Yeah. I'll show this one. Yeah, so this was a figure that, again, not easy to find. He's not in stores. They keep saying he's supposed to be out, but I haven't seen him anywhere. I ended up finding him on GameStop's website, of all places. And here is Colossus from the Deadpool movies. Beautiful figure. He's in his own special box because he is a pretty big. He's about the same height as Hulk. Yes, he's around 8 inches or so. This is a very substantial figure, and I guess he is in this wave. I guess with the newer Deadpool Wolverine figures, or that's how they're releasing them. But there's no release date or anything. And usually when GameStop puts them available, like they should be in stores, but he was not in stores. So I'm glad I had some points for that month. I got him for a little bit under retail, so not too bad. And this thing is killer. He comes with his little his rules of being a hero, so that's pretty neat. There's a little bit you could read about him, but basically we all know who Colossus is. Again, cool packaging on this guy. Very clean. I like that Hasbro is doing this, and most of their figures now they have these black boxes, even the G.I. Joe ones. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, right out of the package, this thing is impressive as hell. So accurate, I think, to the film. I know there's more people. They have their little gripes here and there, minor things about the costume. Come on, for the most part, you got Colossus from the Deadpool movies right here. I don't have classic Colossus because the only way to get him was from that 2-pack with Juggernaut. And that thing was like $80-$90. Get the hell out of here. So But yeah, this one is perfect. I kind of don't need the other one now, so that's fine because I couldn't find them. But yeah, this dude is very well sculpted. The face super accurate to the movie. I think that for the most part the costume is too. But the shine that they have for the paint job on him, yeah, that is so spot on. Beautiful, beautiful figure.
So the paint job's not exactly a chrome, but it's like a high silver,
Something like that. Yeah, because when I popped the head off to swap them, like the ball peg, you could tell that it's like a flat kind of gray plastic. So they definitely did put some kind of extra paint on these arms to get like that silver, slightly metallic kind of shine to it. His boots are pretty shiny. I think they could have painted those rivets and stuff because it really would have, brought it out even more. Shit, I might do it myself. But yeah, a little bit of silver paint. That's all you really need. But yeah, he's really beautiful looking. Articulation wise, he does have like that kind of hinge with the disc in there and the ball joint. So he'll look up and down, very good amounts. Turns all the way around. Doesn't really have much pivot. There's a little bit in there. Now this was weird. I never saw them do this before. They did the McFarlane kind of cup joint in there instead of giving him a butterfly joint. And his shoulders are ratcheted, so that is cool. He's got the bicep cut, double hinge for the elbow, it goes all the way. His wrist, it turns all the way around, has the hinge. So all in all, pretty good. Diaphragm joint, this is what sucks. He has like almost no movement. Like, what is the point of even putting that there? That should have been like the, that half ball joint thing. Waist goes all the way around though. Pretty good range for splits considering he's a very big figure. Upper thigh cut. He does have double hinge for the knee. Kind of ugly on that, the way they did the joint. But again, he's a very large figure, so you need solid discs in there so nothing breaks. He does have the boot cut, and he does have the hinge with the the ankle pivot, which is awesome. So all in all, pretty good articulation. The only gripe I have is that torso midsection area. Should have been that half ball joint. The alternate face is awesome with the gritting teeth. Did a really great job on that. And the paint is immaculate. Yes, it's very simple. I mean, it's just basically like 2 colors, or 3 if you count the white eyes. But there's even there's a little bit of a wash like in those ridges for all those kind of the way that they did his design. He does come with
it's almost like the metal is sectional on his body.
Yeah, kind of. But they did such a great job, and I had to zoom in. Like, my eyes are kind of shoddy from all the detail work that I do with the comics I make. But yeah, again, the print is really good on here. So not too bad. No killing anyone ever. So like you can see what it says. Label everything in the refrigerator. There you go. So those are his rules for Wade. But yeah, again, you could pose him really well. Like, I thought I needed a stand for him or something, but nope. He's balanced enough. He didn't wobble or anything on the damn rotating base. So really good. And I thought I would hate those joints, but it does work pretty well for him. Those shoulder ones. Not as much range as you would maybe want, but it's still enough where it works. So pretty good. Shifty says there's tutorials on fixing the diaphragm crunch. Oh, no shit. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, because he definitely needs more movement in there. That's my only big gripe with the figure, because everything else is so spot on. This thing is beautiful. I'll jump a little bit so you can see how he looks, how he scales with the other figures. And I have the Deadpool from the 2016 movie as well. He was in a 2-pack with Negasonic Teenage Warhead. The chick with the short hair.
Stupid character.
Yeah, it was stupid name is what it was, because she's an okay character, but yeah, the name is retarded.
That's a song, actually. They
okay.
A fucking song.
Oh, jeez.
If you remember this band from the '90s, Monster Magnet.
Oh yeah, I do remember that band. I never listened to their shit though. But yeah, I wanted to kind of play around with different poses and stuff. So yeah, you can see Deadpool sick of hearing him, so he's gonna shoot him in the crotch. I don't know. I just different things you could do with them. You know, you want to have fun with those type of characters and figures.
You should have had him kicking him in the face with his freaking pivot and his foot all the way over like it broke.
Oh yeah, from the movie. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people that put him in his arms because, like, in the end of the movie, when he pulled out that piece that would stab him through the head in the original film. But yeah. Anyway, here are some of the other ones that I have, and yeah, there's the teenage chick there, because they were in a 2-pack together when I originally got them. Their first release. And yeah, there's the Cable figure, which is a pretty damn solid figure. He's a nice one. I can't remember if I reviewed him or not. And I do have the Logan from the Origins movie, which again, that's one of my favorites.
Shifty just said the line from one of the Monster Max: "Space Lord, mother."
Oh yeah. Oh shit, I do remember that. But yeah, the Josh Brolin like faces that is really good. I don't think I reviewed him. I can't remember if I did or not. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh, they made a Josh Brolin Cable figure too.
Yep. Came out around the time when the second movie came out. I do have Domino as well, but I can't find where the hell she was.
I hated the way they did Domino in that movie.
The figure looks nice though. I thought they did a really good job with it. Because she's got like the big afro, kind of the way that her hair was.
She looked awesome.
I thought she did.
I love this setup right here that you got going on.
Thanks. So you just got playing around with them because giving people different ideas what they could do for posing, and but again, it's very accurate when you start messing around with them. Like right out of the film, they did a nice job. So yeah, I dig it. Yeah, these movie figures, they're always a ton of fun. And Tommy actually found me the Wolverine from the latest one. So he'll be coming up, I think, next week. And yeah, pretty cool stuff.
So have you decided whether you're going to wait or open the other one?
Probably when I open up this one, I'll decide at that point. Yeah.
I take it you probably got a good hint of what it probably is.
Oh yeah, for sure. When we talked last. But see, this is cool too. Like I said, the balance on them are fantastic. So I just got his hand right underneath that kind of floaty part on Wade, and yeah, no base needed. I had it on the side there just in case, but didn't need it at all. So yeah, these are very solid figures. Awesome stuff.
And once again, bringing up that Gray Hulk again, like that Gray Hulk, the Joe Fix-It, like incredibly well balanced. Like these companies can actually do knockout freaking figures when they want to. Hasbro is one of the companies that really pisses me off when they screw up because they've proven over and over again they can do it right.
Oh yeah, and yeah, he was the other Origins Wolverine, which again I thought that looked so great with the jacket.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, good stuff. But again, yeah, I got that one again back when they first came out. But yeah, I just wanted to show like the scaling with them, and yeah, almost kind of the same height. Well, ish.
And that, I think that was one of the things that irritated me a little bit about the movie with Colossus.
What's that?
He's not big enough. Colossus he should be bigger than the Hulk.
Well, he was.
I think Colossus 7'8" is taller than Juggernaut.
Yeah, he's 7'6".
Oh, 7'6"
in the comics.
Yeah, Juggernaut I think is supposed to be 6'10".
Oh, okay, yeah. I know Colossus is supposed to be bigger than original Hulk. Original Hulk's supposed to be 7 feet tall. So yeah, Colossus is supposed to be bigger than him. But yeah, so the scaling is a little bit off. But again, this is movie version, and the other one's more comic book version. I don't know how the 2-pack is with Colossus and Juggernaut with the classic outfit. I would still love to get him, but forget about it. The price is insane, especially the aftermarket. But yeah, he gets an 8.5 out of 10. Had that diaphragm joint been better, easily 9.5, possibly a 10. I really like this thing. And It's a lot of fun. Plus, again, the Deadpool series, all 3 movies, absolutely loved them. We did a friend hangout kind of recently, and some of the folks who haven't seen it, we got to sit down and watch it all together. And yeah, I thought they did an excellent job. And again, sculpt and the paint, fantastic. Like that face, that's like immaculate.
Yeah, I mean, there's no gripes there. Like movie accuracy, they knocked that out of the park.
Hell yeah.
That stupid diaphragm cut though. Oh yeah, that shit drives me nuts. Like with the Baroness and the Deathstroke figure. Like ugh.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. It drives me crazy. Like they have the capabilities. We've seen it do with other figures. They did something new with him. I'm borrowing from McFarlane to do those kind of ball jointed, like socket things for the shoulder. Like I wasn't expecting that, but it's kind of okay for him. So like, so you're doing that. Why not give him the proper ball joint for the torso?
Really, that body type would have absolutely been perfect to hide that too.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can hide it in the design.
I mean, what the hell? They hit it on that freaking Gray Hulk he just showed off earlier. There's no reason why they couldn't hit it on him.
Absolutely.
It's hard.
But yeah.
Awesome looking figure, man.
Yeah, he's great. If anyone's collecting this, the Deadpool wave, if you see him, don't sleep on it because he's going to be hard to get. Colossus is a fan favorite figure and character.
Awesome. So, Trina, did you have anything else?
Well.
Or did you want to wait? Oh, no, you said that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that you said you were going to wait to the end for that.
Yeah, it's up to you. It's
no, you can absolutely wait. Yeah, save that for the hunt. Slasher, do you have something else?
Some picture on Twitter. 1 sec. Let me bring it up.
Because I only have 2 more things. And then a talking point, and that's about it.
Yeah, I just got a picture of something on Twitter.
All right, got it. There goes the Zangief that everybody was asking about.
Yeah, the Zangief figure. It's $99, but it looks cool.
Oh yeah, Storm Collectibles.
Storm Collectibles.
$99. Yeah, you better fucking.
This is the look from the last game. Yeah, Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, I know they changed all the costumes and shit.
Yeah.
He looks.
It looks good though, man. He looks really good.
They put a lot of detail into that fucking chest hair. Look at that shit. It's like a rug.
Hey, take it easy. You're going to get Vinnie upset over
here. Hey, wait.
Oh, yeah.
He's got his own merkin.
I have my amount of body hair, too, but my chest hair ain't that out of control. But he looks awesome. He looks extra roided out.
I like the expressions, too, on the face.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, that's the one thing I love about Storm Collectibles. They'll throw in like 4 or 5 different heads. Like they do a damn good job with that stuff.
I like this pose.
Yeah, they even have usually like the beat up faces.
Yeah, like when you lose and then they show you all fucked up right before you continue.
Yep. I think I have 3 Storm Collectible Street Fighters. I have the Ryu. He was an exclusive to New York Comic Con. He had like the full beard, and he was shirtless. And then I have Sagat, which is a perfect. That thing is amazing. And
yeah, you showed it, right?
And came from the 5th one.
Yeah, you showed that Sagat, right? I think so.
I think I reviewed him a long time ago. Pretty sure I did.
So I always end up saying Saget. Because I guess I was used to saying Bob Saget.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, those are cool on there.
I have another unboxing. 3 unboxing and 1 toy show. So.
Oh snap!
So here we go. Another unboxing. And damn it, this completed something.
Guys, welcome back. for this toy break unboxing. We are hanging out with Barnes. What's up, Barnes? Barnes perched up on top of the box, ready to rip it open. So let's see what we got from our good buddy Vinnie.
Show you in the box. Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
With Barnes here waiting. What did we get from Vinnie? We got the G.I. Joe scrap iron and anti-armor drone, but that is not all. There was a second figure in there, and now we got Torch. Thank you, Vinnie. Barnes, thanks you as well. Now got all our Dreadnoks up to date. We got every last one of them. Oh man, it'd be really cool to find some place to be able to set all those up together. Thank you, Vinnie. Guys, hope you enjoyed this unboxing with Barnes. This was your toy break for the day.
Oh yeah, brother. You got the classic ones now.
I appreciate that, man. Now I got them all. Now I just got to wait for Xandar to come out next.
Oh, now you got all the Dreadnoks? Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
got
all up now. Yeah, and you're lucky too. I found another Torch in that GameStop when I gave you a call that day, and yeah, that one that I sent you, that's the perfect box. The other one had some damages on it, so like I was digging through some of their stuff. I'm like, oh shit, there's another one here. So there you go. And yeah, and scrap iron. He's one I was sitting on for a couple of months because when I was gonna visit you, I had picked that one up. I was gonna bring it as a gift, but because of the family situation, I couldn't exactly take that trip. So yeah, there you go. Merry Christmas, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so very much. And what's going on, Tony? Yeah.
How you doing, Tony?
Hey, Tone.
So I seen one in my local GameStop. I don't normally go into, and one of my last videos actually. Well, no, did I already show him? Hold on. No, I didn't even show it. I skipped right past it. Crap, I got two more. This one I picked up in a GameStop as well, and I've been looking for them for a while. They had released them in 2020 or something like that, and then they released them again in 2023, and I missed them initially. So I went to my GameStop and I found this guy. And I also seen when I was in there, Slasher, I seen Snake Eyes version 2 sitting in my GameStop.
Oh, cool. The one with Timber?
I'm sorry, Storm Shadow. Damn it, why did I say Snake Eyes? Storm Shadow version 2.
Oh shit.
With the white and gray.
Yeah, with the claw, with the Wolverine claw.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, I found this, and it was one of the ones I was looking for a while, never seen in the damn stores. The first time I seen it was 2020, and I passed like an idiot. And then I'd never seen it again until I went to this GameStop that I never go in. I never go in the damn place. So now I've got a Magic GameStop as well. And I found this guy right here.
Welcome back as we are hanging out with Indy, the huge and fluffy Indy. Oh, Indy, big boy. Indy, our archaeological pig, is hanging out, and we're getting ready to look at something that is kind of old school. This is a retro re-release from Mattel, Masters of the Universe, their origin retro line, and we got Zodak, Cosmic Enforcer. Love these retro carded figures, all the artwork on the back of the packaging right there. Really nice stuff. A little bit difficult to see. There goes the full display on the back. So let's get this one out of the packaging and take a look at it. Of course, just like the original ones, mini comic is inserted with this figure, giving you that full retro feel, even with the extra figures that are in the line on the back. And right out of the package, here we go with Zodak Cosmic Enforcer. They always package these things, well, most of them at least, are packaged in kind of in that classic He-Man form with the bent knees and the bent arms and everything. So let's go ahead and start posing this guy out and see what he's got going for him. So with Zodak standing straight and tall, Here we go with Zodak in a bit of a stretched out pose, showing off all the articulation he has up on arms. You can see he's got the elbow joints right there with the swivel. Of course, he's got the swivel and turn up at the shoulders, really well done. Bend down at the knees, flare and turn at the hips. And of course, you can see the rock and pivot down at the feet, along with that nice boot cut. And you can also see a little bit of turn in the head there. The head does have some decent movement, and he's got a little bit of a waist turn. And of course, as with all these Origin figures, while they do have a lot more articulations, obviously, than the original ones, they never made these things with enough articulation to be able to get into a kneeling position. As you can see right here, if you want to flare Zodak out and get him some battling positions, firing off his gun, you absolutely can do it. There is still quite a bit of movement in this thing. There we go with one more pose with Zodak, looking all kinds of majestic with his laser gun. I may not have mentioned that he does have turn and pivot in the wrist as well. They nailed it. Once again, good job on this one, Mattel. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. I think they just about nailed everything that they possibly could on this one, and I'm enjoying this and love having this in the collection. So from Nibbling Indy, you're not supposed to nibble on the battle box. But from a Nibbling Indy and myself, guys, we hope that you have a good one. And be sure to let Indy know what you thought of this one. Later, y'all.
Farewell.
And the masters of the universe.
That's awesome. I never had the old Zodak.
Yeah, those Origin figures are so fucking cool.
Yeah.
They did such a great job, and like the paint applications, this one like spot on to the original figure. There's only one small coloring change that they did. So on his mask, when it comes down and it comes over his nose, on the original one they had it in gray covering his nose. This one they have the full face shield red coming down over the nose. That was about the only change they made in the paint applications from the original one. Everything else carried over nicely. But yeah, I got lucky, found this one. I couldn't find it, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to get them. I mean, there was a few of the ones in those first few waves that I missed, but now I got him, so I'm almost caught up.
Lurch, what's Genshin Impact? Never heard of that.
I am not sure. He's playing Genshin Impact.
Cool. Hope it's good. Yeah, like I said, I know the Capcom versus Marvel stuff is coming out tomorrow, so I might have to snatch that up. But yeah, game-wise, I haven't really been touching or playing much of anything. Just got to get more work done.
Well, I have one more here, and it falls right in line with that one. It's a retro figure, and yeah, I had a little bit of fun with this one. I'll tell you right now, it's not superposable. God, he does have more posability in the Exodia figure.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, we were talking about this one just yesterday, Vinny. So
okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
And we are back hanging out with Rorschach, the superhero pig. What's up, Rorschach? Oh, Rorschach's here, and it's superhero figure related time. So, from Playmates, in conjunction with Nickelodeon, we have got 40 years of Turtles from their classics line, that retro line, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we have Mutagen Man. But there we go with Mutagen Man, so let's get him out of his packaging and take a look at him. Here we go with Mutagen Man, right out of the box. Most of these early Turtle figures, they didn't have a lot in the way of articulation. And you know what, and I know some people will complain about it, but come on. How many people sat there when they first got those Star Wars figures back in the late 70s and they thought they were the cat's meow? Man, those things didn't even look like 90% of those characters and had 5 points of articulation. Granted, 5 points of articulation is more than this guy has. He only has 4. Showing off a couple of those points of articulation. So the legs, they turn, obviously. Of course, the arms just turn up right there. And we can see he has what's called his life support system. So it's a little hose that goes down to these little mutagen tanks. Mutagen Man also does come with his mutagen blaster. He does come with some more parts. So he does come with this little basket full of goodies right there that you put inside of him. So the cap comes off the top, you fill it with water, and he can have floating goo and parts inside of him. So we put some water in Mutagen Man. We're gonna kind of turn him upside down. You should see some of his bits and pieces floating around in there. They're all up by his head right now. Let me turn around, they should start dropping down. There they go. Pretty cool figure. Does exactly what the original one did. So I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. Definitely worth picking up if you're into the classic turtle line.
What did that stuff do to me?
So a quick little addendum right here. I'm an absolute dope. I couldn't figure out where this thing poured on because I seen this little hole right there in the back. I don't know how I missed it. There's a little slot piece right there, and this just kind of ports right in. And there you go. So now his tank is sitting securely on his back. Don't know how I missed it. And that is all we have on Mutagen Man. Not a whole lot to talk about with this one, but another interesting TMNT classic character. Guys, be sure to let Rorschach, the superhero pig, know what you thought about this one.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power.
Remember, don't drop that guy on the floor, because if he breaks open, they made him in China.
Yeah,
I don't know what kind of liquid that is.
I always liked that Mutagen Man, but they made a later one where they completely changed his look. I can't remember. It was probably about 5 or 6 years ago when I saw this one. It didn't look as good as the real one, the regular one.
Yeah, like for the life of me, when I first seen it, because they just released this new wave. You know, it has Mutagen Man, and I picked up 3 out of the 4 figures for the new wave. So they have Mutagen Man, they got Casey Jones, which I'll talk about that next week in the review of what they cheaped out on that one. Vinnie and I were talking about that, and I was like, those cheap bastards. They also released, which I couldn't find him, was Slash, and the last one was oh Jesus, what was the last one? Oh, Rat King, that they originally had the pictures for on the last wave.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody had screwed up and they put Rat King's picture on the last wave on the back of the boxes early. And then as they got through the line, they started taking the picture off. But yeah.
I found a pic of the Mutagen Man I was talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
I mean, that looks like all right figure, but I don't know. I like the other Mutagen Man looked better.
Yeah. They both like the centerpieces are disturbing on both of them.
Yeah, it's like, what is that? Is that supposed to be a heart with eyes?
Yeah, his story's all messed up. That character. I think that one that you just showed, that in that particular cartoon, I understand that I think he was like a fanboy or something, and he got his hands on that ooze.
Okay, I remember someone explaining this origin. I remember.
Yeah, he thought he was going to be a superhero or something.
I just watched the original, the old school cartoon. So the cartoon has him listed as being a mail deliverer. Okay. And he just happens to be in this gangway or something. He said, "I've got to deliver this mail," and Rocksteady and Bebop shoot at him, and he falls into the mutagen tank. And he falls. He's literally, his body parts fall apart, and he's like in a soup. Oh, wow. So then, Krang's sitting there talking. He's ruining my mutagen, and they take him and they put him in this thing, and then he's able to copy the looks of Bebop, Rocksteady, and Shredder in the cartoon. So a little bit different of an origin, because on the back of the box they have him listed as somebody who was being experimented on from Krang. Right. And he's forced to do Krang's bidding pretty much to keep getting mutagen, because mutagen is the only thing keeping him alive.
From Dimension X?
No, somebody they got on Earth.
Oh.
Yeah, they play with the stories.
Yeah, shit.
Chris was telling me about that other one with like the fanboy thing. And it's that I guess that particular one that you
Yeah,
showed before.
Shifty said the 2012 version.
Yeah. Yeah, Ed's a very dark. Yeah, and yeah, they killed the character too. Like,
oh shit,
horrible stuff. Yeah, it's like nightmare fuel for kids. Because I think like he drowned in the, or like his tomb is basically in the water in the river or something.
And you thought I was bad when I said that Optimus Prime's death should have been a little heavier.
Trina coming in. She's coming in like the Wicked Witch of the West. Like, I want to see these children cry.
Oh my god! Quick, get her a suit and put her in Hasbro. She's gonna head a division.
I want your ruby slippers.
I want all the kids crying.
Hey, Ancient One, fake chat, super chat from Ancient One. Colossal size bag of premium guinea pig treats for Tommy the guinea pig. His wife and the guinea pig pup said they could week out of complete happiness. And thank you, buddy.
Nice.
But I'm getting ready to hand it off to Trina. Trina's got a toy hunt.
Yeah, a little bit.
The pig was unprepared, but Trina was.
All right, let's see. Okay, so this is something you're going to like, Tommy. I don't know if you've seen these yet. Okay, so let me pause it. Have you seen these? Blockies Transformers Galaxy version?
Are they like a grab bag kind of thing?
It's a mystery figure thing.
Yeah,
oh, the blind box?
Yeah,
blind box, that's it.
Yeah. And
No, I can't say I've seen that.
yeah,
I saw something like that in a Target, but I think they were a little different.
This store had just these 4, I think.
They almost look like Japanese imports.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought they were cool, and I was like, oh, I need to take a video of this for. I knew Tommy would be interested, but I don't know if the price is shown on this, but I can't remember. But I felt like it was a little steep for not knowing what you were going to get. But there's a list of
10 of them. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, these are the things. Even if I've seen them, I would probably avoid them.
Yeah.
Well, my stance on it has always been, unless it's actually made to just be a statue, you know, I don't want a figure that transformer doesn't transform. It's was that 3-0? I was just talking to chatting to Soul Assassin about that. Matter of fact, I think it was last night, and because they make really wonderfully articulated robots, but they don't transform. And to me, it just kind of ruins the whole idea of what a transformer should be. I mean, and it's not to say that I think there's anything wrong with people to collect these things. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. It's just me personally. If I can't transform the damn thing and play with it, I get irritated.
Yeah, I don't know if they transform. Probably not.
More than likely not. There was another company who was doing something very similar to this. And I want to say they were right around the same size, maybe slightly smaller, and I think they were from Funko, I want to say. And they were nice looking. Don't get me wrong; they were really cool looking, but they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Bad for the kids. Yeah. That Optimus Prime dying in that movie broke hearts. They don't come cheap. I appreciate it. That's pretty cool, Trina. I mean, even then, I still like looking at those things. I mean, they have smaller ones right now out in Target that are similar to that, the little blind boxes of Transformers, and they look cool. I mean, if I was into collecting the little statuette things, I would probably get them, but I'm just not.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the reason why I pass on most of those mini Godzilla blind boxes. I don't know if you've seen these ones. So these are teeny tiny little Godzilla blind boxes, and I think they're maybe about $5 or $6 a piece. And they come in this almost looks like a Lego box. It is the way the box looks that they come in. But you open it up, and it actually is supposed to be like a little miniature building that you set behind the figure. and these teeny tiny little, maybe 2.5 to maybe 3 inch, maybe tall figure. I don't even think they're 3 inches. I think they're more like 2.5. They come with little mini Godzilla figures in them.
Yeah,
wow.
when you were up here, when we went to the comic store up here, you got your daughter the Sonic figure in the soda can, right?
Right.
That was a blind.
Yep.
Those are blind box figures, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, they're neat. It's just, I generally don't collect a whole lot of those. It's like pretty rare. Like I might get a horror one every once in a while. The ones that came in little bloody crates, but it's just not often. I don't know. I got too many damn things as it is. So.
Yep.
But I appreciate that, Ancient One. I sent another fake super chat. Shipment full of full plate armor, specifically designed for cute, fuzzy guinea pigs for Tommy and the guinea pigs, so he can prepare them for warfare. They are prepared, believe me. Toes are being nibbled. Nothing was funnier than watching Stripe chase a freaking golden retriever all the way under the bed. I wish the wife would have freaking filmed that. That would have been the greatest short ever. Quint from Jaws. They did do a Quint. Go ahead, Trina.
Oh yeah. No, I was just gonna say, yeah, NECA did one.
McFarlane did one back in the day where you're getting eaten by Jaws.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you had that one? Yeah.
I had that one, the bloody version.
That one
of the
was
boat.
fucking awesome.
We had that as well. Yeah, one broke, and then we got our hands on another one, and my brother ended up giving it away to a kid in the neighborhood.
I was so pissed off when that got stolen.
Yeah.
So I know Soul Assassin and I were talking about this at 1.2. Blind box should be outlawed. This come from someone who used to collect cards. It gets kids into the gambling mentality. Well, you know what? Some of them were actually reading the code. They were reading the code numbers, and they were figuring out which figure was in which code numbered box.
It's pretty fucked up, man. Like, unless you're gonna buy one of them, it's okay. But if they expect you to buy, like, just keep shelling out money, you come home with 4 of the same fucking figure, that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you start looking to people to trade for.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not obligated to buy them.
Are we really? Are we not obligated to buy something now, Trina? When we see it in the store, were you not obligated to buy the guy from Thanksgiving or Jack Skellington? Or
She makes it sound like it's so easy to not purchase certain things.
Yeah, I want to see you say no to something that you like. I don't believe it could happen, Trina.
Right.
Oh, I actually have lately, to be honest. I had a bunch of stuff on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store, and I was like, oh man, I'm really cutting back. I've got one thing on pre-order now.
You can't even tell me it doesn't kill you just a little bit, though.
Well, I mean, yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but whatever.
I know. Yeah, we talked about it the other day. I said the same thing. I had to cancel shit I didn't want to cancel.
Dude, if you know what, if I have to walk out of a store and there's a figure and I really want, you don't want to be around me because it's no fun watching a grown man cry.
Guys, I gotta drop. Okay. Thanks for letting me chill, bro.
No problem, man. You have a good one.
All right.
Have a great night.
Later, everybody.
Later, bro.
Take care. The other thing I seen is I know people were talking about this one, and I figured I would talk about it just a little bit. So they got Megatron Godzilla. And while on the surface this sounds cool, they didn't really do a whole lot with this thing.
How is that Megatron Godzilla? That's Grimlock with a paint job.
Right. And it's not a very good paint job at that. So there you go. They put the Megatron head. They put a little Godzilla picture on his chest. They didn't even paint over the Autobot symbol other than just making it silver, like on his chest as a dinosaur. Like
this literally looks like a custom. Does it not
exactly.
look? Yeah.
Like look at that.
Oh my god. These guys are prostitutes.
The one thing they did include different. They couldn't even give him a new weapon. They just gave him Grimlock's gun, just freaking silvered out. The one thing they did include was the blue blast effects, which it was a break apart 3-piece, which those are kind of cool.
Yeah, that came with Jetfire.
Yep. It's something that they already had in the tank. This price for it is definitely not cool.
They're crazy. Holy shit.
That's a $55 figure. They're marking it up just by painting it black and saying Godzilla. I am sorry. They're doing Kong too. So they're doing like Optimus Primal as Kong. I'd seen pictures for that a while ago.
Yeah, reusing the same molds. Like, man, that's what I hate about Hasbro. They always do shit like that. It's so stupid.
I mean, the only reason I would even consider is if it was dropped down to 55, just because the Grimlock model is a really good model. But as far as the repaint applications on this, I'm just not really feeling it. I'm just not. The other one that they had up was this thing. And I was telling you a little bit about this. So they actually, if you're on Twitter and you look Super 7, if you follow Super 7, you can actually sign up for the giveaway. Real simple. Yeah, you follow them. You hit repost on the particular post for this set that they're giving a one person free. And I think you got to tag 2 people. That's it. And you can get thrown in the mix to possibly get this thing. So little base thing. It's the little 3 3/4, freaking Super 7 figures, 5 points of articulation and nothing really fancy about it. The reversible backdrop, they have this standard like old school G1 box art on the back, and they have that with the arc. But look at the price that they're selling this little set for. Like, are they smoking crack?
Yes, the answer is yes. They're behind a pizza parlor with a gay frog smoking crack.
That's insane. $75. I'm sorry. I don't care if I was loaded with money. I wouldn't pay no $75 for this thing.
No. That's retarded.
It's neat looking. Don't get me wrong. It ain't no $75 neat. Not in this lifetime.
What the? I don't get it.
Oh, you got the Reeve 78 Super.
Oh, nice.
Remember, it's Reeve, not Reeves. Reeves was the guy who played the original Superman in the black and white.
Yeah, that's George Reeves. This was Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that McFarlane one sold out. They had to do another version where they did like that shitty cell shaded thing. Like it's a comic book version of them. Like, oh my God. Just fucking go back to China and do the same exact thing you did the first time, morons. I don't get it.
I mean, the other one I was thinking about as far as Grimlock is I was thinking about that comic version where he's in blue and like the color scheme has changed quite a bit on it.
That makes more sense than the Godzilla one. The Godzilla one feels like, again, this is just a cash grab.
Yeah, I'm not sold on it. Like I said, once again, if it was marked under 55, maybe I'd think about it. But at that price, nah.
No, they need to hold up the mirror and, they need to question what they're doing, these sons of bitches.
I know they're just killing people. Yeah, Shifty, I agree. I remember when they first came out, they were only like $6 a figure, if they were even $6. But they were right around $6. Now they're sitting at like $20 a figure for reaction figures.
How and why? Because the molds on those are so cheap to do. There's no moving parts. Like you literally just molding the limbs separate. You have the 2 pieces, the front and the back, and the head. And you just put them all together and you glue it. Ta-da! What is so complicated about that? Why would you charge the amount you're charging? They're just bending over people. I don't like that shit.
And here's the thing about some of these companies like Reaction, NECA, and some of these they keep charging more and more. And some of the other companies are paying attention. And you know what? Playmates is one of them. Mattel is another one. They started lowering some of their prices, but Playmates dropped the prices recently on their turtle figures. So where they were getting up to like, 15 some odd dollars for a regular turtle figure, they marked them back. They marked them back down. So they're like 11 or 12 again.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's a lot more affordable,
That's
if you
good.
want to collect those things. And yeah, when I went to the store and I seen this new wave and seen 3 of the figures, and the prices were marked back down again, and I was like, oh, so yeah, sweet. It's not going to kill me to get all 3 of these. And I love to see it. I wish more of these companies would start doing that again. But some of them gotten so damn greedy.
Yeah, they're super greedy.
Yeah, I understand that. And Disney, they're a bunch of scumbags. So I mean, they charge all these companies a licensing fee up front, and then the toy companies got to try to make their money back off the figures for all the licensing that they put out. But at the same token, you know what? If the money really isn't there, they should negotiate these licensing fees. And if the companies don't want to negotiate, I just wouldn't deal with them. It would be as simple as that. Sooner or later, they can't find nobody to print stuff for them, especially a scumbag company like Disney. Guess what? They're either going to have to lower the licensing figure, prices, or they're going to have to freaking go into production for themselves, and that's something they can't afford right now.
Yeah. Holy shit.
But yeah, that was basically all I had. Vinny, did you have anything else?
Yeah, no, I'm tapped out. I did 3 tonight, and just those shorts.
Awesome. Trina?
That's it for me.
Awesome. Well, I guess it's a good place to wrap it up and exit stage left. Just be careful if you exit stage left and run into a wall. I accidentally did that yesterday trying to get out of the toy room while I was looking for those Marvel Legends figures that I was going to show off Trina. Something smelled really bad in the toy room, and I had to exit, and I bumped into the wall like, son of a...
What'd you do in the toy room? Where'd you leave?
Hey, don't ask and don't tell.
There were piggy droppings.
I'm pretty sure I seen some paint peeling. It wasn't good.
What did you eat?
But we're gonna run around the table here. I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna start myself.
And I, all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Guys, once again, thank you for hanging out with us. I hope that you had some fun. Maybe even learned something new on some of the old school toy talks. Always a pleasure to have you guys in here. You can spend your time anywhere, but you choose to spend it here with us, and it is really, really appreciated. And I hope that you have a good night. And, just remember, sometimes it's just the little things in life that do make a big, giant difference, especially for somebody. Just reach out and say hi to them and say, I hate you, you son of a bitch. Some of us really do appreciate that shit. So, guys, be sure to have a good one. And once again, thank you for being here. Now we're going to kick it on and over.
Hey, I'm stuck. I can't transform. Oh, thanks. I think.
Well, it was a blast hanging out with you guys as usual. Love these streams, and yeah, it was a blast hanging out with you guys in the chat as well. Thank you for being here, and to anybody watching on the replay, thank you as well. Yeah, those videos that the toy reviews I did, one of them will be up. The Invisible Man will be up tomorrow, and then the Thanksgiving figure will be up next week. I think I scheduled it for Tuesday. So that's about it for my channel. And then on Tuesdays on ETEPS Wrestling with Horror 420, we do our horror movie reviews between 8:30 and 8:45 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you all enjoyed the show, and I hope you all have a great night and great weekend.
Thank you, Trina. It was a pleasure to have you here with us. And
Thank you.
we're gonna kick it over to Vinnie.
Not okay.
Sure, it's okay. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here tonight. Yeah, Lurch, it was great seeing you, man. Yeah, hope all's going well, and enjoy your game. Yeah, Ancient One, all you great people out there, you guys rock. Chaos, Curtis, thank you for dropping links. I do have the Volume 3 art book. On that campaign, that's where you could find the Ghostly Manor on Howling Hill, Volume 3, and the limited version of basically Volumes 1 and 2 put together with the additional 30 pages, everything all remastered. an epic book, great gift for the holidays. So yeah, if you want to jump on that, please do. Those are available. We even have the original set of 1, 2, and 3 all together. Well, they're single issues, but you get them all shipped together, basically. And yeah, we got some original artwork that's up there and all that great stuff. We also have the Shadow of the Kraken book and Through the Woods. That's over on the Shadow of the Kraken website, which if you scroll all the way down, we have the link that you could click from here as well. All the links are in the description, by the way. So I forgot how much I got to scroll on this stuff. But it's down here. So you just click onto the Kraken, and it'll open up here, and that's where you can get. We got the acrylic standee, the variant cover, and Through the Woods with the ash can. So boom, grab all that great stuff. You're gonna be happy you did. Awesome gifts, awesome books all around. I am working on the sequel to City of Venus 2. It's taking time because I'm splitting now time between doing other work and freelance stuff. Might be working with another creator real soon as well. So that is all awesome stuff. And yeah, don't know. I just realized that we got Thanksgiving is next Thursday. Not sure if I'll be able to be here for a toy stream, but if I am, then I don't. Hey, we got to talk about that after this. I don't know what's going on. But we'll figure it out. If not, I'm sure we'll do another stream another day. So, but yeah, thank you everyone. Please tune in on Friday tomorrow. Yeah, we should be talking about some more crazy stuff. The Friday Underground stream, as always, it's a blast, and literally it's a blast overseas in different countries, and might be headed our way soon. So let's hope not. Let's pray not that it doesn't happen.
As Brutal would say, let's just hope for an asteroid.
Oh yeah, well basically.
Thank you, Shifty.
Crazy, folks. Things are getting crazy, but yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Tonight, yeah, we'll keep enjoying our plastic, and yeah. Till next time, folks. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you guys. Real quick, we got one. We got a couple of last things here we got to take care of. Another fake super chat from Ancient One. Appreciate it, buddy. Rare video: a bunch of guinea pigs assembling a guinea pig statue, where they are seen worshiping it as it was a guinea pig deity. And of course, Trina thought she was getting out of here without one more thing. But guess what, Trina? I fooled you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Golden Trina Award for the best review of the night.
I actually forgot about it. Okay, so I am actually going to give this one to Slasher. I thought his Thor figure was hilarious. The one you squeeze his legs and his arm goes around and around. So yeah, Slasher gets it for tonight.
Need to know Slasher's not here. Slasher, that's for you, buddy. Right. You did it, Slasher. You did it. You brought it home.
She probably loved it because it didn't have the winged helmet, and she could see Chris's face there. Chris Hemsworth. Nice.
Yeah, but that is it, guys. Remember, have a good one. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Later, y'all.
Oh, by the way, since Slasher isn't here, I think this Saturday we're doing Death Wish 2 on his channel. So yeah, tune in for that.
Yeah, there he goes. Yay, he won.
Congratulations, Slasher.
Hey.
Hold on, we got to show it again for him. There you go, buddy.
That's right. The winner.
Mick, I did it.
Oh, shit.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
You better run, Mojito.
You what? I thought you said don't move.
That was before. Now, you run. Adiós, amigo.